Welcome to McLarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McLarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McLarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McLarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at mclartydaniel.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Learn to love your ride again at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale. At Tommy's Express, our state-of-the-art wash tunnel is the perfect size for practically any vehicles, regardless of size or shape. Our industry-leading wash uses low energy and reclaimed water, making your vehicle clean while being green. You can skip the line while getting great deals and discounts when you download the Tommy Club app. Sign up today for your first month of unlimited washing. Loving your ride is that easy when you go to Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale.
Try the 3 and 3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Got ourselves some action. The first edition of Har-Ber High School, and Glacia Andrew has the ball. She gives it up to Roller in the corner. Roller going to fake the 3, goes inside, sends it to Placencia, now tipped away. Gives it up to McDaniel. McDaniel going to drive, puts up a shot, gets it to fall. McDaniel with the early 2 points. And now going the other way is number 20, Avriana Johnson will now have the ball. Or Ivriana. She gives it up. Now Willis. Willis going to drive. Put up the shot, doesn't get the fall, gets her own rebound in the process. Goes up against Patience McDaniel, knocks her down. Charge drawn by Patience McDaniel, preventing the basket from being counted. Great job by Patience McDaniel right there.
Once again, we see Patience McDaniel taking a charge. She's just always in the right place, knows where to be, and always super smart putting her body on the line.
And that's body on the line is exactly what Patience McDaniel does. That's kind of her specialty, as now Andrew will bring the ball up here for the Wildcats. She's going to hesitate a little bit, sends it inside to McDaniel. McDaniel going to go to work inside, puts up the shot, doesn't get it, but will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. McDaniel already on a mission to start this ball game, looking to make it 3 and 4 at the free throw line.
We've seen her all season on the defensive end taking charges like she did on that previous possession and getting to the free throw line like she did here. Just more of the same, it seems like.
Yes, I mean, McDaniel has been a lot consistently scoring-wise in the past few ball games, it seems, as McDaniel knocks that in and has all 4 of the Wildcats 4 points. 7:03 left on the clock as they get it over to Johnson. Johnson going to dribble through 2 defenders, now send it over. Now Willis. Willis doesn't get the 3. Now I send it over to the other Wolverine. That's going to be number 11, Rangel. Now Johnson. Johnson against Martfeld. Sends it inside to Willis. Willis goes up with a shot. Doesn't get the fall. Is rebounded by Alexis Placencia. McDaniel going the other way. She sends it up to Roller. Roller going to pull up for mid-range. Get it to fall. Roller had a way better game against the Southside Mavericks. And there you go. Timeout called as the Wildcats come off on an early run.
We see Roller take the shot there early in the possession. We know she's a high-volume shooter, so it's good for her to see one fall right away.
And we'll take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Fall means a lot of things to a lot of people. Falling leaves, pumpkin patches, football games, cozy sweaters, and most importantly, comfort food. A good place to start is with Tyson Pork Roast, high-quality protein that delivers flavor and value for your home team. Pick up your boneless pork loin roast at your local Walmart for that perfect family gathering on game day or any day. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
Welcome back as the Wolverines are bringing the ball across the timeline. That's going to be Johnson with the ball. She gives it up. Now Rangel. Rangel sends it over to Willis. Willis looking for some down-low action as Johnson has a mismatch against Andrew. That's the other Rangel. There's two Rangels on the court. So Rangel with the ball gives it up to Rangel. Back. I'm going to keep saying it. Rangel to Rangel. As now Johnson with the ball deep into the shot clock here are the Wolverines. Goes up with the shot and is fouled on the play. McDaniel going to pick up the foul right there as very heavy contest. Could have been a foul. Could have been a block, you never know, and that'll send Johnson to the line shooting 2 here for the Wolverines, a 6-0 lead for the Wildcats with 6:05 left in the first quarter. As that's going to be Johnson sinking the first of the 2.
Coming in this game, we knew that Johnson would be a player to watch, a player to keep an eye on, and there she shows it there and bailed her team out late in the possession and went to the free throw line for the Wolverines.
And we have this neat little magazine. It says they returned all 5 starters into this lineup, and Ivoriana Johnson being one of them, and says that that's their only college prospect, so we're going to see her do a lot tonight as McDaniel swings it over. Now Andrew inside to Martfeld, sends it back out to Andrew. 3 up, 3, no good. Rebounded over there by Rangel. And now Johnson going to run the point guard as usual here for the Wolverines. It's going to be an interesting matchup tonight. Johnson against Andrew. That's going to be fun. The size differential is for real. But Johnson getting a little irritated right there, walks with the ball, and that's going to be a turnover by Johnson. Going the other way will be Andrew. 6-1 our score, a 5-point lead for the Cats. 5:35 left to play in the first quarter. As now Andrew will have the ball. Sends it over to McDaniel. Now to Roller. Roller fakes the 3. Is going to dribble up at top, guarded by Willis. And they're going to call, I don't know what the call was, actually. I think it was maybe a carry.
I believe that was a carry, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Roller kind of does that a little bit when she hesitates.
Yeah, just a little indecisive there. Wasn't sure if she wanted to pass or keep her dribble alive. Happens from time to time.
As it does. Johnson with the ball. She's now guarded by Andrew. We call Andrew the Gnat because she is very pesky on the defensive side of the ball. As now Rangel. Rangel goes up to Willis. Willis guarded by Roller. Willis going to go to the left hand. Goes up for a layup, doesn't get it to fall. She's been very frustrated from that side, has not been able to get much to fall. And Patient McDaniel in full transition pulls up for the shot and gets that one to fall. 6 points for McDaniel of the 8 here for the Wildcats. A very good game for her so far. She's already started off strong.
Yeah, we see McDaniel is a really high volume scorer, and she's off to a hot start once again tonight.
And there is Nixon. As she misses that one. Roller going the other way, puts up the layup and gets it to fall. There you go. Roller and McDaniel, the only 2 scorers, but they've got 10 points combined. So what more can you ask? Another timeout. That's going to be a 30-second one, so we're not going to go anywhere, as that's another timeout called by Bentonville West Wolverines. You've only got 6 of them in the ball game, and they've already called 2.
Yeah, I think the Wildcats are a little overwhelming right now for the Wolverines, just harassing them on defense and then really getting out fast in transition, and the Wolverines can't keep up right now.
Actually, you've only got 5 timeouts, I should say, and they've used 2. So they've only got 3 left, and they burned both of their 2 30 seconds. You've only got 2 of those and then 3 full timeouts. So 4:29 left in the first quarter, 10-1 our score, a 9-point lead. We've seen these Lady Wildcats be very much more aggressive in the past few ball games, especially against the Mavericks, Bulldogs, and other Bulldogs.
Yeah, that aggression is really has got them on a 3-game win streak, I believe.
Yes,
in conference.
After a 4-game losing streak, they went on a 3-game winning streak and have improved to 4-2 on the season, looking to make it 5-2 tonight, or the Wildcats, or the Lady Wildcats, I should say, as Johnson sends it inside to Nixon. Nixon kicks it out to Rangel, who resets it to Rangel. So Rangel going to go the other way, sends it inside, knocked away by McDaniel. As now Patience McDaniel with the ball, sends it up to Roller, 3 up, 3 good. Delaney Roller and Patience McDaniel right now are on fire. 7 points for Roller, 6 points for Patience McDaniel, 13 on the ball game, and it comes from both of them for the Cats. As now Rangel with the ball. Gives it to the other Rangel. Rangel going to go inside, tries to get it to Nixon, but they cannot. Now Johnson, she's resetting, doesn't look to take the shot though. Had one if she wanted it. And it's stolen away by Martfeld. Now Johnson, she'll go inside, put up a floater, gets it to fall. There you go. A little more aggressiveness by Johnson right there.
Yeah, she's going to have to do that a lot more. They're down quite a bit right early on, but I think Johnson's a player that can help keep them in this game.
Yeah, she has all 3 of the 3 points for the Bentonville West Wolverines here early on. They get it inside to McDaniel. McDaniel against Nixon. Misses. Placencia puts it right back up. And there you go. Now we've got 3 scores for the Wildcats. Placencia putting her name in the books. Yeah. 15-3.
And that's some of that aggression you mentioned earlier with Placencia on that offensive rebound, and it leads to extra buckets that are crucial for the Wildcats.
And we saw the offensive rebounds were extremely prevalent in that Mavericks game. Were very much there for the Wildcats, and we'll see if they can continue that tonight against the Wolverines, who are a very aggressive team overall. That's just how they play. Now McDaniel, she'll pull up from 3-point range, doesn't get it to fall, and that'll go out of bounds off of Martfeld going the other way. So McDaniel trying her hand at a 3 and couldn't get it. Only 1 3 made, and that's from Roller. 1 for 2 from the 3-point line with the Cats combined. 15-3 our score with 2:40 left in the first quarter.
You know, the Wolverines are down early here. I think what they need to do is see if they can get in the paint a little bit, maybe get an easy shot to fall and get their confidence up just a little bit.
As that is hit out of bounds, it'll go out of bounds off of Roller, so it's going to stay on that baseline for the Wolverines. As I think, trying to see who's inbounding. I think it's going to be Willis to inbound. She will. She's going to get inside to Rangel. Going to give it back to Willis. Corner 3, up corner 3, good by Willis right there. Great job of stepping right in. That's a shooter step in for the Wolverines to get them 6 points on the board and 3 points on the board for Willis. Now to Roller. She gives it up to McDaniel. McDaniel on the baseline. Now to Placencia, wide open. Gets the layup, and right now you've only got 3 scores, but the 3 scores are combining for 17 points.
Yeah, and that was a really nice pass there by Andrew. We've seen a lot of those. She has really good vision, and that's why she's a really important point guard for this team.
And if Andrew can get the points on the board, I think she's going to have a double-double tonight because she's already got an amount of assists that's going to be respectable by any point guard in the league. I think this is an outrageous claim because I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure she leads the league in assist. I would have to say.
Yeah, I haven't seen the numbers on that, but it wouldn't surprise me because it seems like she's making an assist about every other possession.
Exactly. As that's going to send, I think, that's going to be Ashley Rangel to the free throw line. She misses the first one. That's going to be Ella Lunningham subbing into the ball game. She's going to replace Mary Blake Martfeld. 17-6 our score. 1 minute and 50 left to play in the first quarter. As that's Rangel at the free throw line. She's going to get another one. And doesn't get it to fall. Now rebounded by Roller and gives up to Andrew, and she'll run it up the court here for the Cats. Andrew sends it inside. Placencia couldn't handle it, but that would have been an amazing pass if she could have got it there. Right now, the no looks by Andrew have been amazing, and it's awesome to see her progression in those no looks and those kind of passes from her freshman year of when she started playing for the Cats and now, because that's a lot of turnovers to now where she's getting a lot of assists. As that is shot up and no good. Rebounded by Placencia. She handles the ball under pressure. And now Andrew going the other way pretty quickly, looking to speed up the Wolverines. Roller with the 3. High arcer. Doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Roller. She gives it up to McDaniel now. McDaniel driving baseline. Puts up the left-handed shot. Gets it to fall. Patience McDaniel with 8 points in the ball game and not looking to stop here in the first quarter. 1 minute left to play. 19-6 our score.
Yeah, anytime you let McDaniel get into the paint or close to it, you know you're probably in trouble because that left-handed floater is almost automatic for her.
Almost, for sure. Johnson goes inside. She knows McDaniel's going to take a charge if she lets her. And Willis threw that one up and is going to step out of bounds with the ball. And that'll be Wildcat possession. Carrie Deffenbach going to step into the ball game, replacing McDaniel, as well as Martfeld comes back in for Placencia. No substitution so far for the Wolverines. I think. No, I'm wrong on that one. Mackenzie Anderson is subbed into the ballgame. As now Carrie Deffenbaugh drives. She's going to send it out. There's going to be a walking before anything, and that'll be a turnover for the Wildcats. 31.5 seconds left to play in the first quarter as Willis will inbound to Johnson.
You know, if you're West here, I would go ahead and hold for the last shot and just take this to the end of the first quarter.
Exactly. The shot clock is not existent at this point, so no rush at all for the Wolverines. As they give it up, that's going to be Kendall Lindsay. Now inside, Rangel. Now Lindsay. Lindsay doesn't put up the shot. She's only got 7 seconds left. Now Rangel. Rangel puts up the shot, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded up, good by Willis. Inside, Mesa Willis getting the job done down low against Ella Lunningham. Gets the basket to fall, and we'll get a chance for a three-point opportunity at the line.
That was really good defense by the Wildcats for about 30 seconds there, but that's why getting those defensive rebounds is crucial, because you can play all that defense and then not get the rebound, and it leads to an easy layup like that one.
Yeah, I mean, you can't allow something like that, especially we talked about how the Wildcats had an amazing rebounding game at Southside, but now have struggled just a little bit when you put a bigger presence like Willis, who's 5'9", but plays like a 6-footer. That's going to be a little more of a challenge here for the Wildcats. Just a very aggressive player. 19-9, our score at the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Your pet gives you companionship, friendship, and love. At Whole Pet, we are an independently owned business that is passionate about helping you give your pet their best life. We have a great selection of nutritious foods and healthy treats. And when you join our loyalty program, you can earn free bags of food. Spoil your pet with our luxurious spa and grooming services. And while you are at it, grab one of the latest toys to add even more fun and excitement to your pet's day. Whole Pet. Visit our locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, and our new location coming soon in Bentonville.
It's hot, and so are the savings at Springdale Tractor Company when you buy the Kubota L-Series tractor package. Right now, the Kubota L2501 DT tractor and loader, it's just $18,500 cash, or choose zero down with 0.99% financing up to 60 months. Save green when you buy orange and the Kubota L-Series tractor package from Springdale Tractor Company. If you need it now, don't wait. Come see us in Springdale at 6160 West Sunset Avenue or shop online at springdaletractor.com.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. We bring it back to the action here, as now that is going to be Johnson with the ball. She's guarded by Andrew. They give it inside. Now inside to Anderson, and that is shot up, no good by Willis. Now rebounded over there. A lot of new names. Okay, by Lindsay. And they're inside. Charge drawn by Mary Blake Martfeld. Great job by Martfeld sliding her feet in the perfect positioning and getting the charge called. Paige McDaniel back into the ball game, replacing Lunningham for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was a big charge right there by Martfeld after giving up the offensive rebound, because another bucket by West might have gave them a sense of momentum, sort of. So that was a big stop there.
Now to Deffenbaugh. Deffenbaugh gives it up to Andrew, looking for something here for the Cats. Gets the, almost had a back cut for Roller. Now McDaniel, top of the key, decides against the three. Now Roller. Roller sends it to Deffenbaugh. Only 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Andrew. Deffenbaugh. You've got 8 seconds left. Andrew, deep three, gets it to fall. Andrew, unlimited range here for the Cats as she gets the. I can't make that. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, we don't see her take too many threes, but when she's taken them recently, they go in almost every time.
Yes, as now McDaniel sends it up to Andrew. Almost doesn't get there as Andrew dribbles it out of the pack, sends it to Roller. Three up from Roller. No good. Rebounded by one of the Wolverines. And now Johnson going the other way. She's looking to push. No one stopped the ball until then. Now Willis. Willis sends it outside, knocked away by Andrew, off the hands of Andrew, and that'll stay on the side of the Wolverines. 6:37 left to play in the second quarter. 9-22, our score with a 13-point lead favoring the Wildcats. As now that'll be Lindsay with the ball. Now Willis. Willis against McDaniel. McDaniel kind of giving her that three if she wants it. Oh, almost a three right there. Lindsay going to dribble off a screen, guarded by Deffenbaugh, who has been a very good off-the-bench role player here for the Cats in these few games. And the score is up and good right there by Savannah Rangel.
That was a good cut there by Rangel, just knowing that the defender didn't really have eyes on her and took advantage of it, cutting behind her back.
And now McDaniel with the ball. She gives it up to Roller. Roller with the three. She's not afraid to shoot it. She is not gun shy. Not at all. Roller doesn't get that to fall. 22-11 remains our score. As now Rangel will bring the ball up. She's guarded by Roller. Gives it up. Up three, no good by Lindsay. And that'll be rebounded. I think that's going to be an over-the-back call by Mackenzie Anderson. She's going to pick up the foul right there.
Wildcats have played pretty good on-ball defense tonight with their hands straight up. Once they clean up the off-ball defense and stop ball watching a little bit, I think they can really shut them down.
And then right now, very interesting approach right here by the Wolverines. They were in a 1-3-1 set, now switched it to man. And Roller up three, good. She's going to shoot a lot of them, but she's also going to make a few of them. So 25-11 now our score. Roller has 10 in the ball game, leading the Cats in scoring. McDaniel with 8 as they get it inside to Johnson. Johnson looking to go ISO ball against Placencia. Puts up the shot, doesn't get the ball, and it's rebounded by one of the Wolverines and tipped out by one of the Wildcats. As that'll stay on the baseline, Willis to inbound. She'll inbound, gets it inside to Johnson. Johnson hits it off of Andrew, hits it off of Johnson. There we go. Andrew making the plays happen right now. Has not come off the court yet, and you see why.
Yeah, we've seen her make a lot of those plays tonight. She's always there, just being pesky with her hands and always poking the ball free.
So Andrew with the ball gives it up to McDaniel. McDaniel going to make work with the left side and doesn't get it to fall, but rebounded by Johnson. She's playing big inside, and that is sent up, and Rangel cannot handle the ball. And that's going to be a turnover by Johnson. Johnson stands at 5'6", but plays very much bigger than that. She's pretty aggressive down low, rebounding the ball. That's going to be a timeout, I think, called by Har-Ber, maybe by the Wolverines. I can't tell. That's by the Wolverines.
Yes.
And so we're going to take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here after a quick word from a few of our sponsors.
It's Smoothie King time.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full-service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. 5:03 left on the clock here in the second quarter. 25-11, a 14-point lead for the Wildcats. And me and Drew were just talking in the break here. A very much changed Wildcat team these past 3 games and have been on a roll, and looks like they're continuing it tonight.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, this is a big game for them to keep that streak going, and they've really kept up the aggression and that really good shot making, which has got them here to this point.
They've got Rogers next. Rogers actually, while near the bottom of the standings, have a huge win under their belt. They beat the Bentonville Tigers, the lady team, and the Bentonville Tigers beat the Har-Ber Wildcats by a substantial amount. So that's an interesting matchup to see. Rogers can knock down a big dog if they want to while being an underdog. So that's going to be a fun one on Monday, actually. So a little weird, but we'll have live event coverage, of course, for it. 4:45 left on the second quarter clock. 25-11 remains our score as Mary Blake Martville will go to the free throw line shooting 2 as she shoots the first and gets it to fall.
That was a really nice pass there by Placencia to set up these free throws. And like you were saying, I don't think you can take anyone lightly in this conference. It's a pretty deep conference, and everyone is going to be a tough game for you.
Especially on the boys' side. I can't wait for that matchup tonight as the Bentonville West Wolverines, undefeated conference record 6-0, with Tucker Anderson averaging 23 points per game. That I got it confirmed. That's insane. Our highest averagers, I think, about 16, maybe 15 with Jackson Conley. So it's going to be a fun one tonight as the 1 seed comes to town. And right now, battling for 1 seed title are the Wildcats in a little 3-way tie, kind of, or in a 3-way with Bentonville and Northside at the top, as now Martville with the rebound. McDaniel goes up, doesn't get it to fall, rebounds her own shot, puts it back up, is blocked on the play. Willis with a great defensive play. 4:04 left in the ball game, or in the second quarter, I should say, is Johnson. That's a nice move right there by Johnson.
Yeah, it was a really tough finish around a good defender in McDaniel. We've seen her miss a couple shots that she'd probably expect to make, but there she got that one to go.
Andrew with the ball now, 27-13. Bentonville West Wolverines putting on a little bit of something as Glacia Andrew misses that one. Placencia gets the rebound, puts it right back up. No hesitation at all from Placencia. She has 6 on the ball game for the Cats. That's exactly what the Cats have to do, and we've seen them do a better job of. Someone's got to score outside of Patience McDaniel, and they're doing that right now tonight.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that from Roller and Placencia. They're kind of picking the slack for everyone else.
And Andrew, she might get going a little bit more. She's doing all of it assist-wise because right there, I didn't even see McDaniel on the court, and I got the eagle view all the way up here in the cheap seats, and wow, amazing assist right there by Andrew. As now that's Johnson. Johnson gives it up. Now Rangel. Rangel gives it up. Lindsay hands it over to Rangel. Now to the corner. That's a 3, up 3, no good by Willis as an air ball is underway. Andrew going the other way. She's going to send it all the way to Martfeld. She's got the QB eyes as Martfeld blocked away by Johnson. Amazing play by Johnson. I said she plays bigger than she is. As now 3 up by Rangel. They didn't want that 3 to go as now Willis has a rebound. And now Willis with the ball. She gives it up to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Martfeld now, so they've switched a matchup against her. She gets right past her and goes for the layup, and that might not be the matchup that the Wildcats are liking because they've switched it up from Andrew to Martfeld, and I think I even saw McDaniel on her at one point.
Yeah, and that sequence right there shows you why Johnson's a player to watch with that block and then follows it up with a bucket.
As Placencia gets the ball tipped away on her pass, McDaniel recovers it and is going to get fouled on the play. I think that's going to be Lindsay who picks up the foul, as Izzy Crittenden will set to check in, as well as Ella Lunningham here for the Cats. Izzy Crittenden, if you don't get to see her a lot, she's a sophomore for the Cats. She is a very good JV player, probably leads the team in a lot of statistical categories for the JV squad. As now Andrew up top, trying to get something for Roller. They set a double screen for her. She comes off of it, is hesitating, but sees herself wide open for 3. Doesn't get it to fall and is tipped out by Placencia. Now going the other way, and that's a hard wall to hit right there as Willis went down on the play. Minute and 45. Let's play in the second quarter. 31-15 our score. 16-point lead here for the Cats as Johnson will give the ball up to Nixon. Now up to Davis. Davis gives it away to Johnson. Johnson going to get blocked away by Lunningham, recovered by Andrew, and Andrew looking to push. Sends it all the way to Roller. Roller fakes the 3, is going to get a walking called on her. That's the right call right there as Roller got a little too ahead of herself on the play.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Just rushed it a little bit. Didn't take the time to dribble first.
As a minute and 26 remains. I think we actually have the score graphic. I want to give a shout out to Alexei Vargas and Cesar Batres who have worked on this score graphic. We call it a score bug all day long. I haven't not heard about it today because it is an amazing thing. This new score graphic made by Cesar Batres is awesome. It's cool. So just want to give a quick shout out to them as now McDaniel has the rebound and will go the other way. McDaniel puts on a spin move, puts up the shot, doesn't get the fall, rebounds her own shot, goes into Nixon, doesn't get fouled on the play. They're going to say that she probably created the contact more than Nixon did. That's the only reason that wouldn't be called, as now Johnson does the exact same thing against Placencia, and that foul's called as Placencia put the arm down on the play, and that'll send Johnson to the line shooting for an and 1 play.
Yeah, Johnson's a really aggressive driver. She can finish around almost anyone, and that's a big shot for her team as we go near halftime.
Yep, she's got 9 of the 17 points here for the Bentonville West Wolverines as she looks to make it 10 at the free throw line. As she shoots it up and gets it to fall, the bank is open. That foul will be assessed to Alexis Placencia, her second personal. She's got 6 points in the ball game, so she's got to watch herself just a little bit here. As Andrew will bring the ball up the court for the Wildcat. Nope, never mind. She's going to give it to McDaniel. She'll run the point. McDaniel with the ball. Shot clock differential about 10 seconds. So Lunningham catches the pass. That's tipped away by Lindsay, and that's no shot clock on. It was very close to being a shot clock on, but none. And I don't think the Wolverines really realizing it. Andrew steals the ball away, gets up from it, and dribbles. There we go. I guess that works. Andrew slows it down, and she sees the clock and says, I got one more shot left in me, and resets it for the Cats. And now McDaniel with the ball. If you're going to want one last shot, I'm getting it from McDaniel right now.
Yeah, that's exactly who you want to take this shot right now.
McDaniel not going to be deterred and is fouled on the play at least 3 times and is now going to go to, I think, the free throw line, yep, and shoot a 1-and-1 here for the Cats. 5.2 left on the clock in the second quarter. That will be assessed to Nixon, her first personal, team 7th. As McDaniel sinks the first free throw, fouls have not played a major role in this game so far. As it's only, I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. 7 to 4, 11 foul calls in the first half. That's pretty good, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, it seems pretty fair for both teams. Not too many fouls being called.
Not top-sided at all. As they give it over. Now corner 3 up for the Wolverines. Gets it to fall, and that's how they're going to end the half. That's exactly what the play was run up for Savannah Rangel, and that's how they wanted to end the half for sure. 33-21, a 12-point lead for the Wildcats, but it doesn't feel like a 12-point lead at all against the Wolverines, who have been playing a pretty good ball game so far.
Yeah, they really came to play today. They got down to a big early lead, but they kept it within a reasonable distance here going into halftime.
And that's a very good thing for them. And we're going to go into halftime with them and get a word from a few of our sponsors to make this all possible. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Good old Mother Nature and time. 2 elements that are unforgiving to any fence. At Sands Fencing, we know Northwest Arkansas can have some crazy weather. That's why we build beautiful quality custom fences designed to stand strong against time and weather. Whether you're new in town or your roots run deep, here's the number you need to keep. Call Sands Fencing today. Get a Sands fence at your place.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Hi, this is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is now opened and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today. 888-498-2549. That's 888-498-2549.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to PAM Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
And welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network. Joining us now in the halftime interview is Coach Steffenbaugh. We'd like to have him here as much as possible. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Connor.
And then we've got a star-studded matchup tonight. We've got the Wildcats, who are a 4-2 team, against the 6-0 Bentonville West Wolverines. And they've got some size, Coach. They got a 6'9" Jeff Code, and they've got a 6'7" Tucker Anderson. How do you look to stop that tonight?
Well, we're pretty big ourselves. We're actually going to play against a team that's a little bigger than us. But we can't worry about, their height. They're going to be 6'9" and 6'8" and 6'5" at the start of the game. They're going to be that size at the end of the game. We've got to do what we've got to do by putting bodies on them, boxing them out on the glass. We got to shot fake when we get the ball inside. We got to play off 2 feet. We got to play strong. We got to know where their shooters are. They're just not a tall team. They got shooters. 24 can shoot it. 35 can shoot it. They got a lot of really good shooters that we've got to locate early, get a hand in their face, and contest their shots.
And speaking of shooters, they've got Tucker Anderson, who averages 23 points per game. What's the game plan to kind of shut his water down tonight?
Well, he's one of those kids, it's going to take a lot of guys to shut him down. We're going to start Jackson on him. If you remember last year, he went 34 on us at their place, but we held him to 6, if I'm not mistaken, here. So he's a really good player. He's going to UCA. We know about Tucker. Tucker's been in this league, seems like forever, but he's only been in it for 3 years. But he's a really good player. We're just going to play him physical. We got to locate him early. The thing about Tucker, he can score all 3 levels. He can post you up. He can shoot mid-range. He can shoot the 3. He's just a tough handle, a tough guy to guard. But Jackson's growing up fast, man. He's been thrown into the fire early, and he's really come through for us on the road. He's come through for us at home, and he likes challenges like guarding a guy like Tucker. So we're not afraid of putting a sophomore and a senior. Jackson's he's been through a lot of battles, and he's been through a lot of games. He's a well-seasoned player, and he anticipates really well. He's long, so we'll alternate him and Nate guarding tonight.
And then you've gone on a 2-game winning streak and have played some very good basketball in those 2 games. Beat Fayetteville at their place, one of the first times in a while that you beat them at their place. I mean, you're on a little bit of a run right now, and I talked to Coach Greg White before the girls' game, and he said that he considers Har-Ber one of the top 3 teams in the league. So what do you think about that?
Well, we're getting a lot of recognition. Greg's a good friend of mine. I like Greg a lot, and of course he does give us a lot of credit and how we're playing. And we've actually played well. The credit that we're earning, we've earned it, or the credit that we're receiving, we've actually earned it. Because our guys play hard, our guys play together, they're connected. You talked about the winning streak we're on. We're on a nice little 2-game winning streak. And really, if the ball goes one way or the other against Bentonville and Springdale, we possibly could have been undefeated as well in this league.
Yes.
We very easily could have won both of those games. Outplayed Springdale, in my opinion. We had Springdale beat all the way down to the last minute. But we went on the road to Fayetteville. We knew that was going to be a tough place, and I'd never won there as a head coach at Fayetteville. We beat them here. But our guys just laced them up. We hooked up. We played hard, made our free throws. Finally, that game. I think we were, 9 out of 10 from the free throw line at Fayetteville. Executed down late or late in the game. We executed real well. So we come away with that win. Then we go to Southside, and any team in our league at their place is always going to be tough. But our guys jumped out on Southside early, made some shots. I think Jackson was 5 out of 10 from 3. We shot it well again from the free throw line. Got a lot of guys off the bench that got some playing time. and we shot it real well. So, yeah, we're on a little 2-game winning streak, so hopefully we can continue that tonight.
And we talked your defensive game plan, but give us a little bit of the offense tonight. They've got a big inside, and a lot of our scoring comes from the post area, so they're going to be able to kind of shut a little bit of that down. I mean, what's going to be the focus scoring-wise tonight then?
Well, Connor, we're going to run our stuff, and we're going to see who's hot and see who's got it going. You talk about our inside guys. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Nate and Fott both against Fayetteville had 2 and 3 each. Well, you know who stepped up that night?
Jackson Conley
and Hayden Wood. So, you know, we're built not just on our inside guys. Yeah, we love our inside guys. Nate, Fott, and Case, they've done a heck of a job, and we will continue to go to them tonight. But as a game rolls out or plays out, you got to find ways to score. And if Nate and Fott and Case can't get it done, well, we've got other players that can step up and make shots and make plays, and that's what we did on last week at Fayetteville. Other guys just had to step up and make plays.
And Coach, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here with some Lady Wildcat basketball.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. That was Coach Steffenbaugh in the halftime. It was a very good halftime interview, always is. And now we've got Drew back in the seat here. So he took your seat. How do you feel about that?
Well, he can take my seat anytime. He's more important than me, so that's okay.
He was both of our coaches at one point.
Yep.
As now Andrew will bring the ball up. We're back to the action here in Wildcat Arena. As Andrew, they looked for Roller off a screen from Martveld, but couldn't get it. Now Andrew shoots the three, I apologize. Martveld with the rebound, now gives it to Andrew. Now McDaniel, I thought she was going to pull a three. Well, non-gun shy are the Cats right now, and that's going to get hit out by with the Wolverines, so it's going to be on the baseline. And I want to say it again because I said it earlier, and I want to say it right now. I am looking at this score graphic, and I am just in love with this score graphic right now.
First time I've been able to see it because of some technical difficulties, but now I'm seeing it. It's really nice. Looks really good.
Well, it's actually the first time it's ever aired.
Yep.
As now Andrew will drive inside, send it to Patience McDaniel. She'll go up with the shot, doesn't get the fall, rebounds her own shot, puts it back up, doesn't get the fall, rebounds her own shot. She's going to have me on repeat here as the jump ball is called, and that's going to go the other way for the Wolverines. As Willis will inbound. And McDaniel is padding her stats with the rebounds but couldn't get the points. She actually, Coach Jenkins gave her an incentive. She said, I'll give you $20 if you get 12 rebounds in a game. And Patience McDaniel got that at the Southside Mavericks game. She got a double-double in that ball game, 15 and 12 for McDaniel in the previous game. So she didn't do it as much scoring-wise, but more rebounding-wise. See what she gets tonight. Coach Jenkins might be outside her wallet zone. As that's given up to Johnson. Johnson gives it up again. Now Rangel mid-range doesn't get it to fall. Now rebounded by Nixon. Nixon puts it back up, doesn't get that one to fall. And Lexus Placencia will get the rebound. Now send it to McDaniel, who will run the full court. Now Andrew. She's not guarded from three-point territory. I would have fired that if I'm her. And stolen away right there by Rangel. Rangel going the other way. She's looking to score a layup and almost blocked away by Andrew. I'm convinced that she influenced that shot somehow. And blocked away by Martveld. Oh, my. How do the Wolverines get into where they had no one to beat and then come away with nothing in that possession? And I can tell you right now, it's the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad turnover, live ball turnover, but that was a good hustle to get back by Martveld and Andrew to cause those misses and eventually get the ball back.
And eventually get the block as well from Martveld. I mean, amazing play right there by the Wildcats on the defensive end. As Andrew looking to make it something on the offensive end. They haven't scored in the second half so far in about 2 minutes of play. I think it's the same score for both teams, actually.
Yep, it is.
As now McDaniel with the ball. Gives it up to Roller. Roller coming around the screen. There's going to be a foul called on. That's, I think, going to be Rangel who picks up the foul. Yeah, that's going to be Savannah Rangel who will pick up the foul on that one, and that'll go onto the baseline for the Wildcats. Roller to inbound. She's going to get it inside to Andrew and reset it up top. A fresh 35, so no rush, but Roller says, let me just shoot it real quick. And rebounded by Johnson. She plays way bigger than her size as she's going to get it to Willis. Now it's going to send it out of bounds. 33-21 has remained our score in 3 minutes of action, or in about 3 minutes of action in the third quarter.
Yeah, we haven't had any points yet. Just no one can get the shot to fall for whatever reason. Both teams have gotten some pretty good looks, just can't get it to go in right now.
Agreed. As Andrew now has the ball, she gives it up to Roller. Roller gets the screen from Andrew, fakes the shot. I thought it might have been a call right there, but McDaniel misses that one. She's pretty automatic from that range, but doesn't get that one to fall. And now Johnson going the other way. Johnson up top. She's gonna take her time. Now Nixon gives up to Johnson. Johnson trying to go one-on-one against McDaniel. Doesn't decide that it worked. And McDaniel with the block saying no, no, no to Rangel. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. It will not reset. The possession did not change as Willis will inbound.
It's about the third or fourth block we've seen from the Wildcats this third quarter, so really good rim protection so far.
As Willis, great move, but not a good shot. As $5 move, penny shot. As McDaniel will come down the floor. Gives it up to Roller. And a timeout called by Coach Hargrove. Nope. Who is that timeout called by? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's a 30 seconds at one, so we'll stay right here. It was called by the Wildcats. So 33-21, our score has not changed in the half. What has been the frustration? Has it been non-good offense, or has it been some really good defense?
Well, for the Wildcats, I think they're settling a little bit for some jumpers that they could probably get some inside shots on. And then for the Wolverines, I think they've gotten some easy layups. They just haven't been able to finish them.
I completely agree. I mean, I think the defense has been there a little bit for the Wildcats as well, especially on that play that we saw where they prevented it from even going in the basket when they had them beat. So I think right now it's just someone's got to score, and whoever scores is going to go on a little bit of a run here. The Wildcats can extend their lead and kind of put the Wolverines away, and the Wolverines can come back into it with a little bit of a run here. So whoever starts it, it's going to be interesting. And, I mean, 12 points in basketball, that's a 4-possession ball game.
Yeah, still very much a close game.
As now Andrew with the ball. It's comfortable, but it's not too comfortable to not play within yourselves. As Andrew fakes the shot, goes inside, is knocked away, and right now the turnover is a little bit of a problem here for the Wildcats in the third quarter. And now Johnson will reset it. Now she's guarded by Andrew, so they switch the matchup again. Andrew risks the play, but now goes inside is Johnson. Johnson puts up an amazing circus shot and gets it to fall. I liked that play. It looked like a little McDaniel move inside.
Yeah, if you're West, that's the person you're going to look to score when you're struggling.
As that mid-ranger up by Martfeld, no good. Rebounded by Roller. Roller going to take a mid-ranger, doesn't get the fall either, and that's rebounded by Willis. And they don't have the points up there right now for Johnson, but I think she has about 13 right now. As she gives that one up to Willis. I wish I could keep stats. Zach Arns for the Springdale Bulldogs, he does an amazing job of keeping stats while commentating, and I am not a good enough multitasker to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to do, doing all those things at one time.
Yes. As Johnson will go inside, puts up the shot, doesn't get it to fall, but that's going to be rebounded by Martfeld, and now Andrew going to bring it up. She's looking to slow it down here for the Cats. 3:40 left to play in the third quarter. 33-23 our score with a 10-point lead favoring the Cats. So Wolverines have scored in this quarter, which is the advantage, I guess, so far. A 2-0 lead in the quarter. As Martfeld's dribbling, goes to her left side, gets it to fall. Now it's 2-2.
Yeah, we haven't seen Martfeld score much tonight, but that's obviously a big bucket with the rest of the team struggling to get the ball in the basket.
4 points for Martfeld, her second bucket of the ball game, as now that's going to be Rangel with the ball. She gives it to Johnson. Johnson fakes a three, goes inside, puts up the shot. Looks like she might have got fouled on the play, or she sold it. You never know. So Willis will go inside. She's guarded by McDaniel in the block, but a foul called, I think, will go on McDaniel, her second personal. So a little bit of worries there for the Cats. As, yep, that will go to McDaniel. That's the team's first, so as again, the foul's not playing too big of a role in this ball game so far.
Yeah, been a pretty fast game and a really fast third quarter with not much scoring and not much fouling going on.
Yeah, 5 minutes have already passed, and I think we're at 2-3 in scoring.
Yep.
So it is what it is right now. As now Willis will take the shot and gets it to fall. So now 2-4 in scoring in the third quarter with the advantage going to the Wolverines. As now Andrew will bring the ball up. 35-25, our score, 10-point lead for the Wildcats with 2:55 left on the third quarter clock. McDaniel sends it inside to Roller. Roller fakes the shot and dribbles it out to McDaniel. Looking inside to Placencia. Looks like she might have a little bit of a mismatch. Martfeld with the mid-ranger. Doesn't get the fall. Hits off the left side of the iron, and Johnson preventing McDaniel from getting close to it. That's a good play right there by Johnson.
Yeah, those are two pretty tough players going at it, and we know Johnson really works hard for those rebounds and those hustle plays.
They're very alike that I'm seeing tonight. McDaniel a little more aggressive. Well, not even tonight, actually. I think they both have 12, so they've been equally aggressive offensively and kind of do it in the exact same ways. And they're going to call a blocking foul on McDaniel. Looks like she was set maybe by how she fell. They call that a block. I don't know for sure. 35-25 remains our score, though, as the baseline out of bounds for Willis and the Wolverines is in play. Willis to inbound. Gets inside to Johnson. Johnson, almost went to work. She actually does a lot of her work on the left side as well, so she's a lot like McDaniel.
Yeah, really similar players on offense and defense.
She's a senior as well. And that'll go out of bounds off of Placencia. 22 seconds left on the shot clock for the Wolverines as Willis will inbound.
A bucket would be big here for West. They could get this game to under a 10-point lead for the first time in a really long time.
And it doesn't really matter with West talent-wise who they have. They have an amazing coach in Ian Hargrove who has done a very good job for them as he assumed the position only a few years ago. I think this is his second or third year in the position as Willis goes up with it. And you just know you're going to get a bang, you're going to bang down low with West. That's just how the game's going to go.
Yeah, they're really physical, and they'll really challenge you for those rebounds and those steals.
Now Andrew with the ball. Now to McDaniel. McDaniel going to drive baseline, put up the shot, and doesn't get the fall. Now Johnson going the other way. Johnson puts up the shot, doesn't get the fall. And there you go, Willis with the shot. She gets that one to fall, wills it in. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a nice
minute and 29 in the third quarter, 35, and now 27 is our score. So you said it. If West scored, it'd be influential, and it was right there. Martfeld to inbound to Andrew, and now it's a 7-point ball game all of a sudden as the Wildcats only scored 2 points in the quarter and the Wolverines making it 7 in the quarter. As the quarter's almost come to a close. Andrew now with the ball. She gives it up to Roller. Roller going to come around the screen, now give it to McDaniel. And McDaniel, they're going to call a little bit of a play for McDaniel here as she's just going to go inside, put up the left-handed jumper, and gets it to fall. You need an answer real quick. I got someone for you. It's called Patience McDaniel.
Yeah, it was a really nice answer. You got to get a bucket. You need a bucket from McDaniel when you're struggling to score.
As now Johnson sends it over to Willis. Willis going to go inside against Martfeld, put up the shot, and gets it to fall. Willis putting a little game together right now. She's got 13 in the ball game. So she's leading all scores for Bentonville West now. As Roller with the ball. Looking for Alexis Placencia. They get it down low, double team quick, but Martfeld cuts off of it. And now a jump ball called. That's going to be, I think, possession arrow favoring the Wildcats. Yes, it will.
Yeah, it's a kind of a sneaky 13 points by Willis. Doesn't seem like she's really lighting up the scoreboard like she is, but she's leading her team in scoring, and it's paying off big here in this third quarter.
As it goes to Andrew, wide open three, gets it to fall, and that's a very important thing for Andrew to be able to hit her three. She has 6 points on the night, 2 threes for Andrew. Now inside, Rangel to Rangel. Rangel will drive against Roller, put up the shot, and is blocked away by Placencia. So he's done a better job defensively in the past few games as well. You normally, as to start out the year, Placencia was kind of a foul machine when it came to drives, kind of just put a little bit of too much body into it and kind of knocked players off their spot, but she's gotten a lot better at being able to stay straight up against defenders. As Andrew, the annoying defender right there, gets it off of Johnson. It has been a pest tonight. As Andrew gets a screen from Lunningham and is now in the full court. She's guarded by 2 basically, and now sends it over to Roller. Roller takes a 3 instead, and it's going to be the end of the third quarter, 40-30 with a 7-9 third quarter, so a very low-scoring third quarter for both teams, and that's going to send us into a little bit of a break. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. We bring you back into the action, and I want to give a quick shout-out to Mr. Paul Boyd with the NWA Democrat-Gazette. He just had surgery. I want to say thank you for all your service that you've done for Har-Ber High School and everything you've done for the Gazette. Very much respect all of your work that you've done, and thank you for that. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. A fresh 8, 40-30, a 10-point lead here for the Wildcats as now Lunningham to inbound, gives it over to Andrew. And I don't know what the call was there. Oh, yep. It was the Wolverine ball instead. And so now Johnson will bring the ball up the court. So it wasn't supposed to be the Wildcat ball. Johnson, she's now guarded by Lunningham. They switched off. Now Andrew guards her, and now the ball is up top with Rangel. Rangel going to try to beat her. Now the other Rangel takes a three, doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by Willis. Willis doing the dirty work inside, gets the layup to fall. She's got 15 in the ball game. And I think if you remember the Bentonville game, she's a lot like Sam Ruda for Bentonville, just does a lot of the dirty work inside and scores her points that way.
Yeah, she's a lot like Ruda. She's keeping her team in this game, and she's really scoring inside, and she's hard to keep off the glass.
Exactly. Goes inside, gets knocked away by McDaniel. McDaniel going to drive to her left hand, put up a shot, doesn't get the fall. Rebounded by Roller, possibly, as Roller gets on the ground for it. Going to be a jump ball violation, arrow favoring the – nope, they're going to call it – they are discussing between jump ball and timeout. And timeout will win it, as Coach Jenkins will call the 30-second timeout. That's why you save your timeouts right there, Coach Jenkins. Now she's got 3 left, the 3 full timeouts, so she wastes the 30. And what has been – the kind of difference here for the Wolverines, they've gotten back into the ball game. What once was a 14-point ball game is now 8. So what's been a little bit of the difference here in the second half?
Well, they've gotten their easier shots to fall. Early on, they weren't converting those shots inside, but since then they've really worked to get those easy shots, and they've got them to go.
Yes, 7-11 in the ball game, 40-32, 8-point ball game, as I just said. You got McDaniel with 14, Roller with 10. Then you've got on the other side, you got Mesa Willis with 15 and Evriana Johnson with 12 for the Bentonville West Wolverines. And now Roller will inbound on the sideline for the Wildcats. Coach Hargrove against Coach Jenkins, a very good coaching matchup as well. You never really get to talk about the coaching matchups specifically. As now that ball is given up. Now Andrew will have it. Gives up to Lunningham. Now inside, gets knocked away though, and Patience McDaniel recovers. Of course she does, and puts up the layup, and there you go. McDaniel with 16 in the ball game, a low-scoring game when you know her average is 22.
Yeah, bailed him out there on that possession. That was a rough pass, but she worked for that loose ball and got an easy layup.
One of the highest averages in the league that I know of is Patience McDaniel's 22. As Johnson puts up the shot, gets it to fall. Don't know where I was looking, because Johnson's doing it all tonight. She's got 14 in the ball game. McDaniel going to drive baseline, puts up the shot, or drive middle, I should say. Puts up the shot and is fouled on the play. She'll go to the line, shooting 2 free throws here for the Cats.
If you're West and you really want to get back in this game, you got to start stringing together some stops, because they've started to score, but they haven't really been able to get consistent stops.
Consistent stops for sure. As it gets inside to McDaniel, McDaniel going to take the mid-ranger, gets it to fall. No matter if it's off, McDaniel's still going to be able to score at will when she wants to. And that is 44-34. 10-point lead for the Cats. 6:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. As Johnson sends it inside to Willis. That's a 2-man crew right there that have done a lot of the wrecking. And Willis with the steal and put back. And here we are, 8-point ball game in Wildcat Arena, as now Andrew has the ball, gives it up to McDaniel. Now to Roller. Resets it to McDaniel. I'm letting McDaniel go to work if I'm the Wildcats. Now Placencia gives it back to McDaniel. She's going to go left, goes inside, puts up the shot, gets it to fall, and they are calling on the floor. That would have been an amazing and one if it would have been counted on the shot.
Yeah, didn't get the and one there, but that was still a really nice shot regardless.
Yes, McDaniel gets inside to Roller. Roller fakes a three, is going to go inside down to out to Andrew. 3 up, 3, no good. Rebounded by Lunningham, a much smaller player than the rest, but still the heart is there, and the possession error will favor the Wildcats down low on the baseline.
This is where rebounding is going to become crucial. Wildcats earned themselves an extra possession, just like the Wolverines. Got an extra possession earlier on and came away with 2 points.
Oh, Placencia didn't even expect it. Andrew had a perfect assist right down there, but turns into a turnover as Rangel with the three gets it to fall, and here we are, 5-point ball game against the Wolverines and Wildcats. Now McDaniel, she'll go inside, looking to make it 7-point ball game, and one play, Patience McDaniel down low. Wow.
Yeah, didn't get it the first time, but that time she made sure she did, and just a really nice finish. A really big play, responds to that three-pointer with an and one of her own.
And this is what McDaniel gives you on a nightly basis. She gives you that heart and that will to come back into ball games like this.
Yeah, she's always going to play really hard, and she's always going to draw contact and play physical.
And I mean, if you can say anything about her, it's called pedal to the metal, because she is not stopping for anybody. You see Bentonville West makes a run. They got it back to a 5-point ball game, and then McDaniel says no, no, no. As Johnson comes down, very quick score, very bad defense right there by the Wildcats, not really keying in on anybody, especially Johnson, who has 16 in the ball game. Now McDaniel, she gives it up to Martfeld. Martfeld going to drive inside, puts on the spin move, puts up the shot, doesn't get the fall, rebounds her own shot, puts it up, doesn't get that one to fall, and rebounded by Rangel. So an empty possession there for the Cats is now Rangel to Rangel. Gets up the layup. McDaniel with the block. Out of nowhere comes McDaniel, and she is willing the Wildcats to stay in the lead right now.
Yeah, I was just about to make the point that the Wildcats weren't getting back in transition defense, but a really nice block there by McDaniel.
Yeah, the Wildcats aren't, but McDaniel is, as it gets inside to Willis. Willis was 17 in the ball game and resets it to Johnson, who's guarded by Deffenbaugh. They switch. They're playing a switch defense right now. As it goes inside, it's going to be a nope with a missed layup, and McDaniel has the rebound. She's going the other way pretty quickly here. No one stops the ball, so she's going to get ahead of steam with the mid-ranger. Doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by, that's going to be, I think, Rangel. Rangel sends it up. No, that's not Rangel. That's Lindsay. Lindsay sends it up to Rangel. Rangel doesn't get it to fall, but we'll go to the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws here, as this ball game has turned into a much more interesting one than the Wildcats would have preferred, as it is a 6-point ball game, and Rangel will go to the free throw line looking to make it 4.
Yeah, these are big free throws. We know that free throws are important down the stretch of basketball games, and these are just as big as any of them.
That foul being assessed to Patience McDaniel. She's got 4 in the ball game, so 1 away from fouling out is McDaniel. That's a very scary thing for the Cats. This is a 6-point ball game with 4 minutes left. That's a lot of time, and only 1 foul left to give does McDaniel have. So this could be a very interesting thing for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's one of your best defenders now having to play pretty cautious on defense.
Yep, Roller with the ball, and your best offensive player tonight with 21. Next leading scorer with 10. Now Deffenbaugh. She doesn't get stopped on the play, but decides against the shot. Now Roller. Roller 3 up, 3, no good. Rebounded by Martfeld, and then tipped out by the Wolverines. That's going to be Willis who tips out the ball, and so that'll stay with the Wildcats. A fresh 35 on the clock, so no rush for them. If at this time you've got McDaniel in foul trouble, you don't want this game to go into too much depth. So I'm kind of wasting a little time off that clock, taking a little bit off the shot clock, no quick shots, and just trying to waste a little bit of time as quick as you can.
Yeah, wasting time might be a good idea, but you also don't want to get too much out of your offense, which has been working pretty good tonight.
Agreed with that. You can't get too complacent. As now Andrew has the ball, and that's kind of a little bit of the scheme they're doing right now. Andrew dribbling a little bit up top, already wasted about 10 seconds off the shot clock. See, they're doing exactly what I said. Hey, yep. I'm in the mind right now of Coach Jenkins, I guess.
Well, you know her pretty well.
Yes. As Andrew gives it up, that's tipped away by Willis, and now this is where it hurts you. You wasted 20 seconds off the shot clock. You've got 15 seconds left. They tip the ball out, so now you have 15 seconds to score the ball.
Yeah, we'll see what they draw up here. Would be a big bucket and obviously a big stop for the Wolverines.
They get it to Andrew. Andrew inside to McDaniel, gets tipped away on the play. Willis will tip it out of bounds, and that's going to be 9 seconds now, so 6 seconds wasted off. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. 3:41 left in the ball game, as that'll be Roller to inbound. Wolverines putting together a little defensive stops. They get it inside to Andrew. She loses the handle of it, as they're going to call a traveling violation on Andrew instead of the backcourt.
Yeah, I think she assumed she would get a backcourt, so she just kind of gave up on that play.
Yeah, I assumed she would too, because she kind of touched the ball and trying to get a receiver's catch. You know a lot about that. As the timeout is called, I think that's going to be by Coach Hargrove. Yes, it'll be by Coach Hargrove. Going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. 3:36 left to play in the fourth quarter, a 5-point ball game, 47-42. So if you turned off the channel, you might want to come back, because this is an interesting one for sure, as the Lady Wolverines will inbound.
Yeah, some might assume that that game would be over in the first half once they saw that margin, but we know that the Wolverines aren't going to give up and give this game away easily.
And we talked about that Hargrove, that kind of coach. They're going to fight into a game. They've got nothing to lose, down by 14, so got to go at them. As now Roller guarding Johnson. Johnson picks up the dribble, now gives it up to Wrangler. Wrangler going to come around the screen against Martfeld. Send it to the corner. Willis. Nope, that's the other Wrangler, I should say. Wrangler takes the three, gets it to fall. 2-point ball game, 47-45 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. This has come to a nail biter here in Wildcat Arena. Roller gives it up to Andrew. Andrew having to make some leeway, gives it up to McDaniel. McDaniel going to go inside, gets stripped away, and now going the other way is Wrangler. Wrangler gives it up to Willis. Willis, shot no good, now put back up, no good. Johnson, now Willis tied ball game, 47-47. The Wildcats have let the Wolverines come back into this game fully. McDaniel trying to prove them wrong, puts up the spin move, is blocked on the play, and Johnson has it going the other way. Wolverines with all the momentum they can have right now. Johnson guarded by Martfeld. Sends it inside to Willis. Placencia there for the steal. Great job by Placencia on the help defense.
Yeah, it was really nice. Made sure she was in help defense and helped out there with that nice poke away on that pass.
Now McDaniel gives it up to Roller. Roller going to try to do something. Going to dribble through. Sends it inside to Martfeld. Martfeld going to put on the spin move, and that's been a great emphasis here tonight for the Wolverines of double teaming in the post, and it has worked out very well. The sneaky double teams as well. It worked against McDaniel in the last possession, almost worked right there on Martfeld. As the score is 47-47, a minute and 58 left to play in the ball game as Roller will inbound. She gets it inside to Placencia. Now to McDaniel. McDaniel going to go to work inside. Puts up the shot. Doesn't get it to fall. And rebounded by Wrangler. Wrangler going the other way. No one stopped the ball yet. They're going to send it inside to Willis. Willis puts up the shot. Gets it to fall. And here's the lead for the Wolverines. The lead they've been looking for all ball game. And now Andrew has the ball. That's Willis with 21 points.
Yeah, we've seen her work inside all night.
Roller 3 up, 3 good for Delaney Roller. And here we are. We've got ourselves a burner in this one.
Yeah, that's a big shot. Gives you a 1-point lead, about a minute and a half left. This is an exciting game for sure.
And Coach Hargrove will burn one of his last timeouts, as that's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take – nope, we're not. We're going to stay right here because this is a fun one. These are games that I live for on the Wildcat Sports Network. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I've had about 2 handfuls of games like this, and a lot of them against Springdale. But how fun is this game right now?
Yeah, this game is really, really good. You see both teams playing hard, really working for buckets, and maybe earlier in the first half you might not have thought it'd come to this point, but Bentonville West didn't give up, and now we got ourselves a 1-point game.
Roller with 13 points in the ball game, McDaniel with 21. Then you've got the other side, Willis with 21, Johnson with 16, and then you've got Savannah Wrangle with 12. So here we are, very fun. Minute 19 left as the Wildcats are in the huddle. Coach Jenkins going to try to dribble up something here. The defense is what's been struggling here for the Cats. We talked about it earlier. The transition defense was killing them in the third quarter. It's really been killing them right now.
Yeah, you mentioned transition defense. I think they got a little tired there near the end of that run. They seem to be jogging a little bit in transition.
And we're going to get back into the action. We decided against the commercial break because I hate commercials as much as the people watching do. So a minute and 19 left to play in the fourth quarter. The score remains 50-49 with a 1-point lead favoring the Wildcats. And we are into the thick of it right now, as now Lindsay will have the ball. She resets it to Johnson, who's guarded by Martfeld. Now Johnson. She remains with the ball. They try to get a back screen for Willis, but couldn't get it. Now Willis inside to Johnson. She's got a wide open layup, gets it to fall. Great play by Coach Hargrove out of the timeout.
Yeah, and Willis and Johnson, those are the 2 players we've been seeing hurting the Wildcats all night.
Sanaya Andrews, she's calling for a play. Going to be a little bit of a horn set. She's going to dribble against it. Sends it up to Roller. 3 up. 3 no good. And rebounded right there. That could have been, that's a play to circle. Could have been a deciding factor, as now Johnson has the ball. This is a major stop that the Wildcats need. Now Willis. She's guarded by McDaniel. 27 seconds left to play. They've got 19 on the shot clock. Almost a jump ball call. Now to Johnson. Johnson goes inside, sends it to the corner. 3 up, 3 no good. Rebounded by Andrew. So going the other way are the Cats. They don't have to get a shot right now, and that's a foul called. That's 7. So that'll send McDaniel to the line, shooting 1-1 here for the Cats. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well that wasn't a charge, but that was similar to a charge, and we know McDaniel's good at taking those, and that's a big foul about 80 feet away from the basket. Now you're going to the free throw line. Big free throws here.
That is very interesting. That changes the whole makeup of what we thought this was going to be, because the Wildcats were going to be eating into that clock a lot more. Now the Wolverines are going to have an opportunity if McDaniel sinks both. If she doesn't, obviously we've got a different story. But the Wolverines are going to have an opportunity to score at the other end, as McDaniel will shoot the first free throw of the 1-1, gets it to fall. Tied ball game. Here we are, 51-51. And timeout by Coach Jenkins to settle the nerves a little bit. The Wildcats haven't been in this position all year long, and I don't know if the Wolverines have either, because this is a pretty tight ball game. That's going to be a minute timeout. We're going to go with a minute with them, take a little breather here, and chill the nerves of the commentator that is me. Okay, so we'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
What if we told you you could buy your next home without having to compromise? That's exactly what the Schuber-Mitchell Come Home Savings Program can do for you. Choose between a $5,000 design studio allowance, a $7,500 luxury kitchen and bath upgrade, $3,500 in closing costs, or a 0.5% rate buy down, saving you thousands over the life of your loan. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Come home to a place you love. Head to Schuber-Mitchell's website today to take advantage of this limited time offer.
Welcome back, and what you thought was going to be a blowout ball game at the halftime is now a tied ball game with 1 free throw left for McDaniel at the free throw line, and this could be one to remember for sure. I mean, and we talked about it in the break, that call was a little suspect, but at the same time, McDaniel stepping up for the Cats. She's already drawn one of those kind of fouls tonight where she kind of got hit by a screen and fell down. I mean, how important is that for McDaniel to do?
I mean, that's just a really important play. If she weren't able to do that, then you'd be scrambling for a much harder shot than some free throws.
So McDaniel going to go to the line. She has 22 in the ball game, matching her average. She averages about 21.5. So we'll see if McDaniel can ice the game and gets it to fall. 52-51. The Wolverines have an opportunity here as they send it into Johnson. Johnson goes inside, gets the bucket to fall. Andrew now going the other way. And Coach Jenkins will call the timeout. Johnson with the bucket, the clutch bucket, I should say. Oh my gosh. 2.9 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, and a timeout is called by the Wildcats. Ooh, my heart's racing just a little bit. This is a fun one.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by Johnson, and that's exactly why we've been telling you that's a player you need to watch for. She didn't get nervous at all, just took it to the basket and converted that layup.
Johnson and Willis combining for 41 of the points here. Willis with 21 and Johnson with 20. Wow. McDaniel with 23, Roller with 13, and I am a little bit on the edge of my seat. I don't even have a seat, but I'm on the edge of whatever it is that I'm standing on because now they reset it. They added time to the clock.
Yep.
4.2 seconds left to play now, so that gives a lot more room to work for the Wildcats. And if anything is going to happen here, it's going to be Patience McDaniel.
Yeah, that's I'd expect the Wildcats are trying to drop a play for. You got 4 seconds, so there's plenty of time to get down the court.
(52-53), so do not mind the score graphic. As another timeout's called, a full timeout by the Wolverines. They wanted to see what the Wildcats were matched in, so they called the timeout. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Are you tired of being turned down for mortgage loans? Advantage One Mortgage is here for you. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. Call Advantage One Mortgage today.
No matter what kind of car you drive, two things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. We have all the name brand tires you trust for any vehicle on any road condition. And our expert services on alignment, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more will keep your vehicle running as smooth as those new tires. Don't wait another day and take advantage of our good to no credit needed financing. Only at your local Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. I want to give a quick shout out to my biggest fan of all time, and it's my grandmother who is watching this live stream right now, and I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've been my number one supporter. She is, if people don't know, she is battling cancer right now, so I want to say thank you. As now the Wildcats will inbound. Patience McDaniel going to have it. She's going to go fully into it. She goes inside, puts it on the layup, gets it to fall. Patience McDaniel with the game-winning bucket as the Wildcats will walk away with the win in Wildcat Arena. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, what an unbelievable game. Just like you said, you'd expect the Wildcats to look to McDaniel, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, my gosh. Patience McDaniel, 25 points on the night, and the game-winning basket at the buzzer. A night to remember for Patience McDaniel. She's a senior, been here for 3 years, for 4 years, and is doing it all for the Cats. Oh my! Wow. Well, that's going to do it for our first edition. If the second edition is anything like the first edition, I can't wait. My heart pressure, it can definitely wait. But we'll be right back here for the second edition on the Wildcat Sports Network after a quick break.
Climax at the NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience.
right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Claymaxi NWA and claymaxinwa.com.
Are you ready for a new career opportunity? Ready for
teamwork?
Ready for
Competitive benefits?
Ready for
A friendly culture?
Ready for
Stability and growth?
Ready for
Limitless opportunities?
Cintas, ready for the workday.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Guys, we have to think of WCS and commercial ideas. We've been getting so many complaints, and our only one right now is jump off the rotunda, and our stuntman Luis is afraid of heights. Remember, there are no dumb ideas, so who's got one? Dutch.
All right, picture me in a bikini.
Never want to picture that again. Eyes already hurting, and I'm going to erase this. That was terrible. Okay?
What if we make a hype video for cheer?
Not going to happen. No.
What if we promote surveillance in the school bathrooms?
Possibly.
What if we brought a real wildcat into school?
I hate it already. So many people will die.
What if we make a commercial about us making a commercial?
When getting a mortgage, you need a team that is dependable. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. If you have questions regarding income, credit, or funds to close, call us today.
Para un cafecito y charla en la mañana, un menú completo de información. Nuestro compromiso con la familia Springdale llega con la segunda temporada. Nuevas entrevistas, invitados especiales, temas de interés, educación, cultura, identidad y deportes. Entérate de lo que está pasando en el noroeste de Arkansas. Únete al diálogo y acompáñame. Soy Maribel Tapia en Cafecito y Charla.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit explorespringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
No matter what kind of car you drive, two things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. We have all the name brand tires you trust for any vehicle on any road condition. And our expert services on alignment, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more will keep your vehicle running as smooth as those new tires. Don't wait another day and take advantage of our good to no credit needed financing. Only at your local Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit ExploreSpringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
Presented by McLarty Daniel.
Welcome to McLarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McLarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McLarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McLarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McLartyDaniel.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Learn to love your ride again at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale. At Tommy's Express, our state-of-the-art wash tunnel is the perfect size for practically any vehicles, regardless of size or shape. Our industry-leading wash uses low energy and reclaimed water, making your vehicle clean while being green. You can skip the line while getting great deals and discounts when you download the Tommy Club app. Sign up today for your first month of unlimited washing. Loving your ride is that easy when you go to Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale.
It's game time. Here's your starting lineup.
And welcome to our second edition of the Wildcat Sports Network here tonight as the Bentonville West Wolverines take on the Wildcats here at Wildcat Arena. And this is going to be a fun one. That last one came down to a buzzer beater shot by Patience McDaniel. And I know this is a little bit outrageous here, but this could be even more fun.
Yeah, this one's between two of the top teams in the conference, both looking for big wins tonight. And if this game's anyone like the last, then we're in for a good one.
Yep, you've got the 6-0 Bentonville West Wolverines at the top of the conference, as well as the Har-Ber Wildcats at 4-2. So this should be a fun one, as that's going to be Jake Fonopoulos against Dawson Price, or Dawson Price, as now Ferguson will bring the ball up for the Cats. 7:53 on the clock, and Ferguson has the ball. Got a haircut. You can see all the way from up here. Kingsbury trying to get something down low. They've got some low action. Jeffcoat not guarding. They're in a little bit of a zone action. Conley down low to Fonopoulos. Fonopoulos might have to thread the needle a little bit with some three-pointers tonight. Conley gets double teamed pretty quickly. Now to Kingsbury. 3 up, 3, no good. Rebounded by, that's going to be Tucker Bowman. Nope, never mind. That's going to be Caleb Cruisenberry. Love the last name. Big fan.
It's a good one.
Yes, as Tucker Bowman now has the ball. He'll run the point guard. Now Jeffcoat, he stands at 6'9". Wow. They give it down low, but he cannot handle the ball. That might be an emphasis tonight, as the tallest player for the Wildcats stands at, I think, 6'6". That's Nate Kingsbury, and he's not even guarding him right now. I think it's Jake Fonopoulos who guards him. It's Jake Fonopoulos standing at 6'4".
Yeah, he's going to be pretty tough to deal with inside for this undersized Har-Ber team.
And I don't even know if you can call it undersized. They run two bigs in a lineup at one time, but at the same time, compared. And we talked to Coach Effen about the halftime. He said this is the one team in the league that can outsize the Wildcats, as Kingsbury has it against Dawson Price. He gives it up to Conley. He's guarded by Tucker Bowman. Or no, Tucker Anderson, I should say. Inside, Fonopoulos against Jeffcoat, looking to go up, doesn't get it to fall, as that's going to be out of bounds off Fonopoulos. I thought it might have been a block, but no on that one. See a little bit of a student section here for the Bentonville West Wolverines, but you see a huge student section over there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think the Wildcat students know how big of a game this one is, and they came out to support.
When you host the 1 seed and you've got really nothing to lose. They're the 1 seed. They've got everything to lose. And so the Wildcats looking to kind of topple the regime tonight as Jeffcoat misses the 3, and it's going to be rebounded by Tucker Anderson. Tucker Anderson guarded by Conley. He averages 23 points per game. And that ball is going to be loose. That's going to be a foul called on the play before anything. Ferguson going to pick up that one. Nope. It'll be on Tucker Anderson. Wow. That's the first on him. Could be a bad sign for the Wolverines. And if you're anything right now, you're attacking Tucker Anderson to get some more fouls on him.
Yeah, that's a player you wouldn't mind seeing go out of the game if you're the Wildcats.
And that's a player you cannot lose if you're the Wolverines. Wood going to pull the deep three. Gets it to fall. The sophomore stepping up already and strikes first for the Wildcats. 3-0 now your score. And the fans, the bench, the coaches are all going to play a role in this ball game because this is, in my opinion, going to be an energy game. A game of runs. As Jeffcoat has the ball up top, he gives it up to Cruisenberry. Cruisenberry up to Price. Or not to Price, that's Bowman. Bowman going to drive against Ferguson. Now to Jeffcoat. Resets it. Now Bowman. Bowman sends it down low to Anderson. Anderson loses the handle. And right now the Wolverines a little frustrated at the defense that the Wildcats are playing, which has led to a little bit of success on the offensive end for the Cats.
Yeah, you don't see the Wolverines turn it over too much with all their experience and how talented they are on offense. Just a bit uncharacteristic so far.
And that 1-2-2 press working very effectively. Wasted 10 seconds off the shot clock for the Cats. Now to Conley. Resets it to Ferguson. Now Wood. Wood's going to have to be very aggressive to keep him honest here tonight from the three-point line. Fontanopolis sends it over to the corner to Ferguson. They've got 8 seconds left to shoot on the shot clock. Over to Conley. Now over to Wood. Wood fakes the three. Goes up against the defenders. Now out to Conley. Three up. Three good. Jackson Conley. And here we are, the sophomores. They call Cortland Muldrew and Isaiah Seeley the super sophomores for the Springdale Bulldogs. I call Jackson Conley and Hayden Wood super sophomores for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the way these two are scoring and with their confidence right now, I give them just a run for them. They can give any duo in the league a run for their money.
Yes. Especially they got years to come here for the Wildcats. As 6-0 is our score, as now Tucker Bowman will go to the line shooting two here for the Wolverines. That foul's going to go to Jacob Fontanopolis, his first personal, team's first. As Bowman will shoot the first free throw and does not get it to fall.
We haven't seen it play much of a factor tonight, but just from sitting up here, you can really notice the length of this Wolverine team. Just super tall and long, and it's going to cause some fits for a lot of teams.
Bowman sinks the other one, so now a 6-1 ball game. Now Ferguson gives it back to Wood, so it's just a pass, hot potato back and forth between Ferguson and Wood to beat that press. And I mean, that press is not really there for a steal. It's there to waste time off the shot clock. It's been very effective in wasting about 10 seconds to 9 seconds each time. Ferguson looking down low to Fontanopolis. They're trying to get it inside to him. They do. He's against Price. Going against Price. He's going to put up the shot. Doesn't get it to fall. Tucker Anderson with the rebound going the other way. Jackson Conley picks him up in the full court. Anderson gives it up to Jeffcoat. Now to Bowman. Bowman will reset. 3:38 left to play in the first quarter. 6-1. Our score, a 5-point lead for the Wildcats here early on. Now Jeffcoat gives it up. That's Price. They're going to let Jeffcoat shoot if he wants it. Bowman shoots, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Wood. And right now the offensive struggles, I can't tell if it's really them missing their shots or the Wildcats playing such great defense.
I think the Wildcats are just doing a good job keeping them out of the gaps and not letting them drive to the rim like they'd want to.
Conley against Anderson. Now gives it up to Fontanopolis. Now Ferguson. The point guard goes inside, puts up a shot, is blocked away by Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat didn't even jump for that one. He just stood on his feet and took it away. Now Price looking for a three, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Ferguson, going the other way pretty quickly. Now it's going to slow it down here for the Wildcats. They had Jeffcoat at the other end, did the Wolverines, so wasn't going to be a big advantage. Now Conley resets it. Now Kingsbury. Kingsbury been a little quiet tonight. Wood. He's guarded by Jeffcoat, so might want to take a little bit of a mismatch here. Now Conley. Conley going to strike up the three. Doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Cruisenberry. And going the other way is Bowman. Oh, no, that's Price. I get them mixed up all the time. Now Anderson. Anderson gives it up to Jeffcoat. They've done it. Conley's done a great job on Anderson so far. Anderson going to work. Puts up the shot, gets it to fall. I jinxed it. As right there, Tucker Anderson just rises above. His release point was so high, Conley couldn't do much.
Yeah, that's almost an unguardable shot with how high he released that, just way over the defense.
And I don't want to go too far here, so tell me if I'm going a little too far, but that's a Kevin Durant-like shot.
Yeah, that's a high-level shot. You don't normally see that in high school. Just even with the defender in the face, it doesn't matter.
Now Kingsbury, he takes the mid-ranger, doesn't get it to fall, rebounds his own shot though, soars up, gets a layup, gets it to fall. Nate Kingsbury with the score and bucket for the Wildcats. Now Cruisenberry resets it to Bowman. Now Jeffcoat. He gives it up to Anderson. Anderson with the three, doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by Ferguson, saves it to Kingsbury. Great rebound by Ferguson to get above the trees. Now Ferguson with the ball. Gives it up to Fontanopoulos. He might have to be able to strap that tonight. They're trying to get something down low for Conley, but they don't. Now Conley in the corner. Gives it up. Wood down low to Fontanopoulos. Gets tipped away on the play, but he maintains the ball. He's deciding against a three. Now Ferguson, 3 seconds left on the shot clock, going to do something. Fontanopoulos gets the shot up, gets it to fall! Jake Fontanopoulos from three-point territory. 11-3, now our score, an 8-point lead for the Cats.
You don't see him normally take a three, but that's a huge shot there. You never really see Fontanopoulos shoot threes.
And the double team on Tucker Anderson misses the shot, and Kingsbury there for the rebound. Everything going the way of the Wildcats right now because they're forcing it that way on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're playing really good defense. They emphasized their making Anderson shoot a tough shot.
Making him for sure. Wood was there for the help defense. Wood with the deep three, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Price, and that'll end our first quarter as the Wildcats come out striking. 11-3, an 8-point lead for the Cats. Ending the first quarter, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here with some fun action on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Presented by McLarty Daniel.
Welcome to McLarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McLarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McLarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McLarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at mclartydaniel.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. We bring it back here, and me and Drew were talking in the break. We said it earlier about one of the only teams in the entire league that can outsize the Wildcats is the Wolverines, and we said their smallest player is 5'10". That's wow.
Yeah, that's huge, especially compared to Har-Ber, who has many players on their roster who are under 5'10".
Yes, is now number 10, Zaire James with the ball. Now Tucker Anderson. He'll go around for a mid-range jumper. Doesn't get it to fall. Nice shot. Knocked away from Jeffcoat. Now Dawson Price. Resets it up top. Anderson down low to Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat puts up the shot. Good. Hard to stop that one right there. A 6'9" post player.
Yeah, there he just used his size to move Chambliss out of the way and got a pretty easy layup. He's right next to the rim, so it's almost impossible for him to miss.
Exactly, and Fontanopoulos does a better job defensively there because he's a lot more physical than Chambliss, so we'll be interested to see how these minutes without Fontanopoulos on the floor will work for the Cats. Conley with the ball. He's going to go around the screen against Jeffcoat. Tries to send it inside, knocked away, is maintaining the ball, but is knocked away again, and there's Zaire James with the ball. And there you go, the Wolverines getting a little bit back into it.
Yeah, that's what you need if you're the Wolverines. You're struggling early. You got to get that. You got to get a bucket and then follow that with a stop, which is what they did there.
Jake Myers subs into the ball game, replacing Caleb Ferguson. Saw Myers have a pretty good game against the Mavericks. Did a lot defensively and had 2 points in the ball game. As now James will bring the ball up. A little 2-2-1 zone here for the Wildcats, wasting some time off the shot clock. Now they sink into a 2-3. They give it up to Tucker Anderson. He'll drive. Conley tips it away. Now it's a double team, and Myers gets his hand in the cookie jar and will pick up the foul. And that's his first, team's third. 11-5 our score, a 6-point lead for the Wildcats with 6:47 left to play in the second quarter, as now that is number 24, Jackson Brust, inbounding to James. Now back to Brust. He gives it up. Now Cruzenberry. Tucker Anderson, deep three, gets it to fall, signals to the student section. Yep, he can do that.
Yeah, that's what you got to do when the Wildcats go in their 2-3 zone. You got to be able to shoot it from outside to get them out of it.
Yep, Conley now gives it back to Myers. Myers over to Wood. Now to Chambliss. Chambliss going to take the mid-ranger. Doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded right there by James. James going to go the other way pretty quickly. Got one to beat. Myers falls down on the play. Now 3 up by Brust. No good. Going the other way is Conley. Now gives it up to Myers. Now down low to Kingsbury. He's against Tucker Anderson. Calling for an ISO. Looking to bully ball. Goes up. Is fouled on the play, but it's not going to get a foul called. So that'll be now on the baseline. Jake Fonopoulos already triggered to sub back in. He'll be replacing Chambliss.
Yeah, that's some pretty good defense by the Wolverines. You just see their height, their length there. It's made it tough for Kingsbury to finish.
Coach Deffenbaugh having a hard time going with anything but his starters. He already subbed him back into the ball game pretty early on here in the second quarter as they reset it up top to Ferguson. Now Lehman going to sub into the ball game for the first time tonight. Most likely to give Conley a break. Or Wood. Over to Wood in the corner, looking for Fonopoulos, can't get it to go. Ferguson with the ball, going to drive to Conley. He's going to have to take it, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Tucker Anderson, and he's going the other way. Wood's going to run him off his spot a little too much and will foul him on the play, so he stops the possession from happening. That's going to be Wood's first personal, so pretty heads-up play right there by the sophomore.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Deffenbaugh not going too far into his bench so far. You got to go with players you can trust in these big games. You got to be able to know that they won't get nervous in these big games.
Yeah, and I think Coach Deffenbaugh didn't like the mid-range jumper by Chambliss, and that's the reason for the substitution. As now down low is Cruzenberry, and Ferguson ties him up on the possession, and the ball will go to the Wolverine. Nope, never mind, they had it wrong in the clock. The ball will go to the Wildcats. As now the Wildcats have the ball. Lehman, they're going to play hot potato. The 1-2-2 still there for the Wolverines. They get it across the timeline. Now Ferguson, he'll reset. No rush. You have a 3-point lead against the one-seeded, undefeated team in conference play. Only one loss on the year for the Wolverines, as now that's blocked away by Price, but a foul on the play as Fonopoulos will go to the line shooting free throws. And we talked about it with Coach Deffenbaugh. He said one of the major factors in the game for with the Fayetteville Bulldogs was they shot 9 of 10 from the free throw line. They made their free throws. And so a very important thing tonight will be making free throws for the Cats.
Yeah, we've seen them struggle at the line so far this year, but they seem to have got it going a little bit in these last couple of games, and that was a nice move there by Fonopoulos to get his defenders in the air and then take advantage of it for the foul.
And Fonopoulos sinks the first of the free throws, not known for his free throw shooting, but gets it to fall on that one. As he will shoot the second and gets it to fall as well. So that's very important for Fonopoulos to be able to hit those. Coach Deffenbaugh going to call a timeout, as that's going to be a 30-second one. So we will take the 30 seconds with him. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Learn to love your ride again at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale. At Tommy's Express, our state-of-the-art wash tunnel is the perfect size for practically any vehicles, regardless of size or shape. Our industry-leading wash uses low energy and reclaimed water, making your vehicle clean while being green. You can skip the line while getting great deals and discounts when you download the Tommy Club app. Sign up today for your first month of unlimited washing. Loving your ride is that easy when you go to Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, and if matter of fact, Wolverines fans, if you're joining us, as we are open to everybody here. 13-8 our score, a 5-point lead for the Wildcats in Wildcat Arena. 4:56 left to play in the second quarter, as now James has the ball. the 2-2-1 here for the Wildcats. So the Bentonville West Wolverines running a 1-2-2 to waste time off the shot clock. The Wildcats running a 2-2-1 to waste time off the shot clock. And they were pretty effective, wasted 9 seconds off the shot clock that time. I appreciate that one. Brust, he gives it up to Price. Price, deep three, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Kingsbury, and he'll give it up to Ferguson. It's been brought to my attention several times, and I've mentally not clicked it in until this game probably. It's Kingsbury, not Barry. So that'll be changed. And it's Ferguson, not Ferguson. So there we go. Now Lehman gives it up to Conley. Conley gives it back to Lehman. Looking for something down low for Kingsbury. They do get it to him. He'll drive baseline. Looking for a shot inside. Sends it out to Lehman. Lehman up to Conley. Over to Ferguson. Swinging some good ball movement here. Kingsbury beats the shot clock. Kingsbury. Oh, my. When a big man like Kingsbury can stop and pop like that, well, you've got Tucker Anderson.
Yeah.
As that's stolen away from him and stolen away from the Wildcats back. As that's sent to Dawson Price. He'll go inside, knocks down Fontenopoulos in the process, but a blocking foul called on Fontenopoulos. So that'll send Price to the line, shooting 2 here for the Wolverines.
That's the second time we've seen the Har-Ber big man bail him out at the end of the shot clock.
Exactly what I was about to say. Fontenopoulos and Kingsbury both bailing out the Wildcats at the shot clock. The Wolverines, you got to give some credit to them. They have done an amazing job at pushing the Wildcats to the end of the shot clock at various times. And you got to give some credit to that 1-2-2, but also just to their overall defense.
Yeah, I think they play really good team defense, and we've mentioned it a couple of times already, but their length and size is really hard to drive around and really hard to find passing lanes.
Yes, their size is insane. They just subbed back in their 2 big man who were just on the bench, Jeffcoat at 6'9", as well as I've got Tucker Anderson listed at 6'9" as well. And they're 2 very different players. Jeffcoat very physical inside. Tucker Anderson very agile and can shoot the 3. So now giving up to Conley. Now they're looking for Kingsbury down low against Jeffcoat. He faces up, puts on the post moves, goes inside the body, hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Anderson, tipped away by Conley. Now to Lehman. Lehman 3 up, no good. Rebounded by no one and hit out of bounds by Chambliss. As the Wildcats are doing a very good job of being undersized and letting them know, I don't care if I'm undersized or not. I'm going to make you think I'm not undersized.
Yeah, you like to see that type of hustle going for those rebounds. They didn't come away with it, but you can tell they're really working hard for that.
And especially the tip away to get it back to Kingsbury. I mean, they're working hard. They're not giving up after the ball is shot. For sure, as that's going to be Cruisenberry. They get it down low to Jeffcoat, but it's tipped away and tipped away again. Now Lehman has the ball. They have been doing a great job of making sure that it doesn't get down to Jeffcoat. He only has 2 points in the ball game. Does the 6'9" junior for Bentonville West. Now Kingsbury. Kingsbury says, why are you not respecting my shot? Now Lehman, corner 3, up, good! Keegan Lehman says, give me the 3. 19-9, 10-point lead for the Wildcats with 2:27 left to play in the second quarter as it goes down low to Tucker Anderson. Anderson outside to Jeffcoat. Can he hit it? And he does not connect on that one. Lehman with the rebound. Lehman's been a better spot-up shooter. Tucker Anderson steals away the ball, though, and resets it to Price. Price back over. Now Bowman. Now Tucker Anderson. He fakes the 3, sidesteps 3. No good. Rebounded by Chambliss. Hit away by the Wolverines. Now Tucker Anderson goes inside, puts up the shot, gets it to fall. I mean, when you give him 3 or 4 opportunities, he's going to get it eventually.
Yeah, they're going to get a bucket almost every time you give them that many chances. That's why you got to come away with those offensive rebounds and those loose balls.
That's 7 points for Tucker Anderson, leading all scorers in the ball game. Now Conley with the ball. He resets it to Ferguson. A minute and 40 left to play in the second quarter. 19-11 our score. Now Kingsbury resets it to Lehman. Now to Conley, over to Ferguson. All the way to Lehman. Down low, hit away, and 7 seconds left on the shot clock. They forced him down to this again. Wood is going to come into the ball game, replacing Chambliss. So now a smaller lineup against a much bigger team, so this is going to be interesting to see how the Wolverines attack this. They've also got a bit more shooting on the floor. as that's going to be over to Kingsbury. 7 seconds left. They've got to key in on it. Lehman decides against the shot. Now Wood, deep three, knocked away by Jeffcoat. And now Bowman will run the ball up the court. He's going to put up the move. Ferguson will hit it from behind, and that's going to be a foul on Ferguson, as that is going to be, I think, his second personal, team sixth. Might be his first, actually. I can't see it. It's blocked by a structure.
That's his first.
As now that's Bowman with the ball. Bowman looking for the screen from Anderson, looking for some down low action for Jeffcoat. They get it inside to him. He's guarded by Kingsbury. Going to work, puts up the shot, doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by Wood. Great big rebound by Wood at the undersized position. As now Ferguson with the ball. He'll slow it down. Wildcats do a great job of making teams play at their pace. Conley goes up, blocked away, but a foul called because to get to that block, he had to reach across the body of Conley and will pick up the foul. So that's going to send Jackson Conley, one of the main players for the Cats. I think he leads his team in scoring. I have to check that. I'll check it at halftime. But that'll send him to the line shooting 2. As Conley will shoot the first and gets to fall.
And normally we see Bentonville West really working hard on the defense. That time I'm not sure if there's a miscommunication or what, but they let that pass in there to Conley just a little too easy there.
Yes. Jackson Conley averages 13.3 points per game, makes the second free throw. Let's see how much Nate Kingsbury averages. I'll be interested to see that, and we'll see it after the break. As Price with the ball. We'll see it after halftime. That's a little teaser for everybody else, I guess. As now Bowman with the ball. 29 seconds left to play, about a 6 to 7 second differential between game clock and shot clock. They give it inside to Anderson. Anderson against Kingsbury. Goes up with the shot, gets fouled on the play, and one for Tucker Anderson. There's another call on the floor. There's another call. I think there's a separate call from the foul on the foul with Tucker Anderson. I think they're calling it possibly a technical on Jeffcoat, or maybe a foul on Jeffcoat. Yep, technical on Jeffcoat, which is a good call because he kind of pushed him in the back. So I think that'll make Tucker Anderson shoot his one free throw, and then the Wildcats will go shoot theirs.
Yeah, it's a bad mistake there for West. You can't afford to do that when you're down by 10 points here.
No, not at all. But we've seen the Wildcats in this exact same position. They took the Tigers in this exact same game, led them by a lot at halftime, and they kind of lost themselves within the game. So this is going to be very interesting to see. The second half is going to be way more fun than the first half because the Wildcats are going to have to maintain the lead against the one-seeded, undefeated Wolverines.
Yeah, and I'd expect the Wolverine offense to heat up a little more in the second half. So they're going to have to weather the run a little bit.
I wonder, they just announced, Mr. Park announced that they called it on the floor, which I thought it was on an and one. Very confused here. I think they're going to call an and one. I am so confused in what's being happened right now because I think they're discussing whether it was an and one or was it on the floor. I think they're going to call an and one, but I don't know for sure. I'm not inside there. I wish we had a mic right there. Yep, they're calling and one. Coach Deffenbaugh demonstrating to the referee. And if you want to see how animated a coach can be, watch Coach Deffenbaugh coach. It's just the most fun thing ever.
Yeah, we heard him that one time. You put a mic down there by him.
Yes, that was a mistake. As Tucker Anderson has 10 points in the ball game. Jackson Conley going to go to the free throw line for the Cats. Interesting decision to send Conley. as he misses the first one. I think he'll get another one. In my personal opinion, I would have gone with Wood possibly, as he's a little more known for shooting, but Conley has a little more ice in his veins as he sinks the second one. As that ball will go to the Wildcats, 22-14, 8-point lead for the Wildcats, 19.7 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Conley with 6 in the ball game, leading scorers for the Wildcats. Now back to Conley. No rush here. They're going to wait for the last shot. Looks like a 3-2 zone. Yep, it is a 3-2 zone by the Wolverines. Now to Lehman, back to Ferguson. 5 seconds left to play. They lob it up to Conley. Fakes the shot, goes up, fouled on the play. As Tucker Anderson will pick up that one. That's his second personal. So that's a good sign for the Wildcats, a bad sign for the Wolverines. As that'll send Conley to the line, getting another chance at 2.
That was a nice pass there by Ferguson. Not sure if it was in the play or just they just did it on their own, but a really nice look regardless.
Conley sinks the first. As he'll get another one, 23-14, 2.3 seconds left to play in the second quarter, and Conley will have another chance. And gets it to fall. There you go. A little better free throw shooting by Conley as he's going to pressure up the ball. Tucker Anderson, half-court heave. Doesn't get it to fall. Pretty close, though, from where he was at. And that's going to do it. We're going to have Coach Jenkins join us in the halftime to do a little bit of an interview here on the Wildcat Sports Network, so don't go anywhere too soon, as she'll be up here just momentarily. We'll be right back here with that interview in just a second.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Fall means a lot of things to a lot of people. Falling leaves, pumpkin patches, football games, cozy sweaters, and most importantly, comfort food. A good place to start is with Tyson Pork Roast, high-quality protein that delivers flavor and value for your home team. Pick up your boneless pork loin roast at your local Walmart for that perfect family gathering on game day or any day. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
Your pet gives you companionship, friendship, and love. At Whole Pet, we are an independently owned business that is passionate about helping you give your pet their best life. We have a great selection of nutritious foods and healthy treats, and when you join our loyalty program, you can earn free bags of food. Spoil your pet with our luxurious spa and grooming services. And while you are at it, grab one of the latest toys to add even more fun and excitement to your pet's day. Whole Pet. Visit our locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, and our new location coming soon in Bentonville.
It's hot, and so are the savings at Springdale Tractor Company when you buy the Kubota L-Series tractor package. Right now, the Kubota L2501 DT tractor and loader, it's just $18,500 cash. Or choose 0 down with 0.99% financing up to 60 months. Save green when you buy orange and the Kubota L-Series tractor package from Springdale Tractor Company. If you need it now, don't wait. Come see us in Springdale at 6160 West Sunset Avenue or shop online at springdaletractor.com.
It's Smoothie King time!
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full-service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Good old Mother Nature and time. Two elements that are unforgiving to any fence. At Sands Fencing, we know Northwest Arkansas can have some crazy weather. That's why we build beautiful quality custom fences designed to stand strong against time and weather. Whether you're new in town or your roots run deep, here's the number you need to keep. Call Sands Fencing today. Get a Sands fence at your place.
Your Har-Ber Silver Stars.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important and you are welcome here.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. We bring you back with Coach Jenkins, the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, who are on a 4-game winning streak.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we got off to a bad start of 2023 with Northside and Bentonville and just had a bad week in general of having those two, good teams back-to-back, and kind of had a little bit of a hangover from our Texas Christmas tournament trip because we went down there and got beat up a little bit on. And so it was nice to get, through that first week of January and get to the last 4 games where we've been able to get some momentum and start to do things a little bit better with some new energy. And
now you move to 5-2 in conference play after that major win against the Bentonville West Wolverines. I mean, what does that mean for you for the rest of the season, and how does that meet or exceeded your expectations going in?
Yeah, I mean, Bentonville West is a powerful team. They're very strong, very well coached with Coach Hargrove. I have a lot of respect for him, known him for a lot of years. And I knew tonight was going to be a grind because they are just that team that doesn't quit. He's always got a plan coming out of every timeout, every situation. So we knew it was going to be a tough game, but to get the win in the dramatic fashion that we did,
yes.
It was a lot of fun. We didn't play well in the second half as far as making shots. A lot of credit due to, West for that. So we've got to make some adjustments and do some things a little better, as far as, being able to maintain what we started in the first quarter. So, I think we can learn from it. We also, there at the end, when they had the ball, we had fouls to give, and we didn't use that. So we'll try to learn and grow from that situation and teach our kids a little bit more about the end-of-game situations.
And then Patience McDaniel, 25 points on the night, and the game winner first of all, we'll talk about her right next after this. What was the game plan coming out of that timeout? Like, what was on the board? In my opinion, I thought you just wrote Patience McDaniel and circled it about 5 times.
Well, through the past 4 years, we've seen Patience go end-to-end multiple times really, really fast. And that was our first option, really. We had a couple other options that were like screen. But in the end, when we saw them back off after that timeout they took, I was like, just get the ball to Patience. She's like, get it to me and just get out of my way. She had confidence that she could go make a play, and we did too. And, when you got it in her hands, you got to trust that something good's going to happen.
And then now we move to it. 25 points on the night. Patience McDaniel, an utterly dominant performance. She's been dominating in your 4-game winning streak stretch. I know she had a rough game against Southside. She only had 15 points, but she had 12 rebounds to go with it.
Yeah.
So how has her dominance led to your 4-game winning streak, and how important is she to your team and your success?
Well, I mean, she's the core creature on our team, as far as what she can do with the ball, what she can do without the ball defensively. I thought she kind of got in foul trouble, and in the third quarter maybe had 3 fouls there, and then kind of backed off just a little bit. And that's not her. That's not how she plays. So, our pulse is a little bit how Patience's pulse is, and that's a great thing to have because she's engaged this year and it wants to finish strong. But I thought we had some other players do some great things. Alexis Placencia had 10 rebounds and 6 points. We had Galatia step up and hit some shots. Delaney hit some shots. Mary Blake was in there getting rebounds. So it's a total team effort for sure.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us. We're about to get back to this boys game, which is turning out to be a fun one.
Awesome, yeah.
And that yours was the funnest game I've commentated in a while, so thank you so much. We'll go to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
No matter what kind of car you drive, 2 things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. We have all the name brand tires you trust for any vehicle on any road condition. And our expert services on alignment, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more will keep your vehicle running as smooth as those new tires. Don't wait another day and take advantage of our good to no credit needed financing. Only at your local Big O Tires.
Are you tired of being turned down for mortgage loans? Advantage One Mortgage is here for you. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. Call Advantage One Mortgage today.
Welcome back to the action here. 7:57 on the clock. 24-14, 10-point lead for the Wildcats, and Jeffcoat has the ball. He gives it up to Bowman. Bowman going to drive. Almost takes the shot, decides against it, now sends it out. Tucker Anderson. Tucker Anderson going to drive. Going to put on the spin move. Great shot, no bucket though, and Wood with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shot you expect Anderson to make most of the time. Just couldn't get it to fall. That was a nice move though inside.
Yes, very much so. Now Kingsbury with the ball. Very nice move, the spin move and everything. Conley. He'll have it against Price. Right now in a man defense are the Wolverines. Kingsbury, he's going to put up the shot. Great job by Kingsbury. He's not going to be deterred too many times on that one.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go at anyone in the post, as we've seen today. He's not afraid to attack you.
Yep, and right there rebounded. The Wildcats, surprisingly, they've been oversized, but they have oversized really on rebounds than the Wolverines. Have done a great job of it tonight, especially Ferguson, who is this smallest player on the court and has done the best job rebounding other than the big man.
Yeah, we don't have the stats in front of us, but it seems that the Wildcats are definitely winning this rebounding battle.
Yes, as Nate Kingsbury going to get called for the walking violation before the shot. 6:40 on the clock. 26-14 our score. 12-point lead for the Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena, as now Bowman has the ball. Bowman making the action happen. Jeffcoat gives it over to Price. Price with the mullet. He's the mullet bandit. Now 3 up by Bowman. 3 good. He holds up the follow through.
Yeah, it's a big shot coming out of halftime. Their offense is struggling to score. Maybe that'll get them on track.
As that's all the way to Conley. Great pass right there by Wood. Now Conley sets it to Ferguson. Now Ferguson's going to reset it. Oh, decided against the 3, but he had it if he wanted it. Now Wood. They're looking for some down low action to Fontenopoulos. They get it down low, but he's now guarded by Jeffcoat. He'll dribble around, now send it to Ferguson. Ferguson going to have to do something. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They give it to Fonopoulos. He fakes a three. Going to have to put it up. He puts up a mid-ranger, gets fouled on the play. There you go. That's why you're going to trust a senior like Fonopoulos to make the right decision right there.
Yeah, lots of people, mostly the student section, begging him to shoot the three, but he knew better than that, put it on the floor and drew the foul.
Yes, the student section wants the three. I want the three, but you probably want the three too.
Yeah.
But Fonopoulos decides against it, does the IQ play, and we'll go to the free throw line shooting 2. He's 2 for 2 on the night so far. As Fonopoulos will line up the first. As he does not get that to fall, the commentator jinx working in full effect right there. As Price is pleading with the referees right now. He is pleading. That is 3 fouls on Tucker Anderson, by the way. I did not realize that was on Tucker Anderson. That is a very good sign for the Cats.
Yeah, that'll be something to watch as we go down the stretch. Got to make sure he stays out of foul trouble.
Fonopoulos, he's going to get his second free throw. Shoots that one, hits the back of the iron, and Jeffcoat with the rebound. He's harassed by Conley. Fonopoulos going to shake that one off and go to the other end of the court to play some good defense. Now Anderson. Anderson pull up three, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Conley, and thanks to Hayden Wood. They get it down low to Fonopoulos. He's from three-point range now. I mean, they're giving the three-pointer to him. I wouldn't be mad. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. I wouldn't be terribly mad if he shoots it again. Over to Wood. Trying to get something down low for Kingsbury. They get it to him. Well, very slightly. They call a timeout. Coach Deffenbaugh having to get all the way up on the court to call that one. They're going to talk to him. 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Climax at the NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Climax the NWA and climaxthenwa.com.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans. We've got 134 viewers right now, so thank you to all of those people. Hopefully I'm not scaring you, Drew. I'm Connor Jenkins. Alongside me is
Drew Altum.
And we've got ourselves a fun one. Third quarter action, 5:05 left on the clock, 26-17, 9-point lead for the Wildcats as they maintain it pretty steadily here in the third in 3 minutes played. Now over to Conley for three-point territory from the corner. Doesn't get the fall, but Fonopoulos there for the rebound. Puts up the shot, doesn't get that one to fall. Rebounded by James. James looking to push. Gets stopped almost at the block. Now sends it out. Bowman up three, no good. Rebounded by Conley. They're calling for a goal-attend, but the referee's not agreeing.
I think that shot was below the rim by the time he tried to touch it.
I agree. I don't think Conley can jump that high. He can get close.
Yeah.
Now Ferguson with the ball. He gets it down low to Kingsbury. Kingsbury against Price. They've been attacking that matchup all night and making Price play some very good defense. Now Kingsbury, they're going to call a charging violation on Kingsbury. Interesting call right there.
Lowered his shoulder a bit. Not sure about the charge. But good defense by Price. Didn't let him get anything. Couldn't let him get that spin move or the move he's trying to work.
Now Bowman with the ball. 4:13 left on the third quarter clock. 26-17 our score remaining. Now Conley against Bowman. Bowman going to get the wide open three. He doesn't get the ball, and Kingsbury with the rebound. So right now, neither team getting buckets to fall in the third. Now Wood. He doesn't really get stopped. Sends down low to Fonopoulos. Jeffcoat wasn't there. And Fonopoulos, the great assist from Wood. None of that's possible without Wood's assist.
Yeah, it was a really nice play. He drove into the defense. No one stopped him. And then once they did, he dished it off for the wide open layup.
Now over to Jeffcoat. Now to Price. Price almost took the three, but decides against it, goes inside against Kingsbury, and that's going to pick up the foul against Kingsbury. That's his third personal, and Price definitely knew it, and that's why he went into the body. Kingsbury getting very animated down there, and the referee having to have a talk with him. That's third on Kingsbury, as I just said. He has 7 points in the ball game. Right behind Conley with 8. That's Price. Price sinks the first free throw. I just want to clarify for everybody that might be just joining us. This is the undefeated Bentonville West Wolverine team against a 4-2 Wildcat team. So the Wildcats are putting up some fight here in this one.
Yeah, it's a really good Bentonville West team. And they haven't scored like they'd like to. They haven't got all the shots they wanted to fall tonight.
And that's credit to the defense of the Wildcats. Jackson Conley with the three is up, no good. Rebounded by Wood. Conley going to go inside, weaves through defenders. Wow! Jackson Conley jumps through everybody and gets the layup to fall. 30-18, 12-point lead for the Wildcats. We saw the same situation happen in the girls' game where the Wildcats had a 12-point lead and then kind of it dissipated in the fourth. So right now the Wildcats' main goal is to keep as much as possible on that scoreboard and the differential. As Bowman will go inside, sends it out to Price. Price going to weave through defenders. Doesn't get it to fall, tries to put it back up, doesn't get that one to fall. Rebounded by himself. He's going to go up again and fouled on the play, what he was looking for. And this is very interesting to see who that is on. I think that's going to be on Fonopoulos.
Yeah, you can see Price down there working really hard. He's always going to be physical and work hard for his buckets.
Yep, that is on Fonopoulos. As Chambliss will sub into the ball game. First free throw is good for Price. Lehman going to also sub into the game. They're replacing both of the big men. Very interesting play right here by Coach Steffenbaugh. As Jeffcoat comes out as well. So a little less worry right there as Jeffcoat comes out. But both the starting varsity big man, Jake Fonopoulos and Nate Kingsbury, will take a seat. So this is going to be some very interesting minutes without them. Conley sends it back to Ferguson. They got to get across the timeline. They do to Lehman. Now back to Ferguson. 2:30 left on the third quarter clock. 30-20 our score as Lehman now has the ball over to Wood. They're going to swing it over to Conley, looking for a mismatch against Brust. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. The second team foul on the Wolverines, and that'll be baseline out of bounds for the Wildcats. Jackson Conley will do the honors. Referee timeout right here. Don't know what that was for, but here we are. Ferguson to inbound. Gets inside to Chambliss. Chambliss going to take the dribble, puts it up, doesn't get it to fall. Tucker Anderson with the rebound. Kind of faded a little bit on that. Tucker Anderson not going to be stopped. Knocks down Lehman. Blocking foul on Keegan Lehman. And that'll send no one to the line. It wasn't a shooting foul. It was very close to it. So I'll send the Wolverines to the baseline for a baseline out of bounds play. Little line set here for the Wolverines. They get it inside to Tucker Anderson, just a straight up lob to himself, and that'll go out of bounds on the Wildcats. So they'll get another shot at it. Another line set. As they get it inside to James, now back to Bowman. Bowman guarded by Wood. Now Conley, he's guarding, it looks like a box and one right now against Tucker Anderson. And they're going to call a foul on Conley. Interesting call right there. That's going to be Conley's first personal, so no worries yet. As that'll send Tucker Anderson to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, you can see the Wildcats and their fans are a little frustrated with the refs. This is where you got to keep your emotions in check.
As sure Anderson misses that one, he has a guaranteed 2. So he's got one more to go. 30-20 our score. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter. As Anderson sinks the second, making it 30-21. Ferguson with the ball. As that's tipped away and a foul called on the Wolverines, as that's going to be Price. Coach Greg White not happy with that one. Now Wood, a minute and 45 left to go in the third quarter clock. He gets double teamed now to Conley. Conley going to have the advantage. Now sends it to Ferguson, and they lost the advantage pretty quickly. They had Lehman in the corner. Now Wood drives. Now to Conley. Conley going to drive. And a traveling violation called on Conley as Lehman hits the three, but it doesn't matter. 30-21 remains our score after a turnover by Jackson Conley, and Bowman will bring the ball up to court. Also want to give a quick shout out again, if you're just joining us, to this brand new score graphic made by Cesar Batres and Alexei Vargas. Amazing. I love it so much. As jump ball is called, and that's going the other way for the Wildcats as they made a great play, and the score still remains the same with a minute and 21 left to play as Jeffcoat will come into the ball game replacing Tucker Anderson. Anderson has 3 fouls in the ball game, but also has 11 points to go with it. Conley with 10 with 1 foul.
You mentioned there's not much scoring going on. The score's about the same. We'll see if someone can make a run here, get themselves feeling good going into the fourth quarter.
And I told you at the beginning of the broadcast I thought it was going to be a game of runs, and really it needs to be, as Keegan Lehman with the three-point basket has been a knockdown shooter in the past few ball games, which is exactly what the Wildcats need.
Yeah, we've seen his three-point shooting come along in these last few games, and it's really been big in these last 3 games.
Yes, very much so. Bowman sends it inside to Jeffcoat. He's guarded by Wood. Wood sends it out. Very good defense by Wood against a much bigger player. As the three is up, 3 is good right there by Brust. Very good shot by Brust. Conley gives it up to Ferguson. Ferguson going to drive, sees no one stopping him. Now sends it out to Wood. 3 up, 3 good! Hayden Wood with the three-point basket to fall here in the third quarter with a great answer from Hayden Wood. And blocked away by Hayden Wood. He wants me to say his name, I guess. 3 up, 3 no good. Rebounded by Hayden Wood. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Now over to Ferguson. Now to the corner to Conley. Big 3 up, no good. Rebounded by Bowman. And that's going to end our third quarter action. 36-24. The Wildcats got the number 1 seeded undefeated Wolverines on the ropes here going into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back here after a quick commercial break to hear from a few of our sponsors.
Are you ready for a new career opportunity? Ready for
teamwork,
ready for
competitive benefits,
ready for
a friendly culture,
ready for
stability and growth,
ready for
limitless opportunities.
Cintas, ready for the workday.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. We bring you back into the action. 36-24, 12-point lead for the Wildcats against a very, very good team in the Bentonville West Wolverines. I'm going to say it all night. They're undefeated in conference play, 17-1 overall. So this is a statement game if the Wildcats can pull this one out. Still, we talked about it earlier because the Lady Wildcats were in the exact same position, then they came down to a buzzer beater. 12 points can be erased like that. So 4 threes, that's a 4-possession ball game.
Yeah, we know in basketball a lead can be erased really quickly. They can go on a quick run, and your lead can be gone in 30 seconds.
Very much so, as Price will go inside against Kingsbury, puts up the shot and gets it to ball, and already it's down to 10. And now Wood has the ball. He gives it up to Conley. Conley going to run the point here, as there's no true point guard on the court right now. Now Hayden Wood gives it up. Conley. Back to Kingsbury. trying to get some down-low action. There's no true big on the court right now for the Wolverines. They send it out to Kingsbury, now to Wood. Gets double-teamed quickly, now to Lehman. Lehman, little jumper, gets it to fall. Lehman has been a very key piece right now for the Wildcats, has 8 points in the ball game.
Yeah, all of his buckets have been big, and we've really seen his scoring come along, like we mentioned, in the last 3 games.
Very much so, as now that's going to be called on the baseline, as that's going to be a foul, I think, called on Conley. His second personal, so a little bit of worries, but not as much as you would expect. Overall, the sophomores have played amazing tonight. 10 for Conley, 6 for Wood, and amazing defense from both. And a little discussion between Price and Kingsbury that was probably not right. Not censored. And James wide open from 3, gets it to fall. James says, I'm going to sneak over here. I'm going to get this. And Wildcats didn't really realize it. Lehman sends it over to Conley. Conley going to drive. Sends it over to Finopoulos. He's guarded by Tucker Anderson, but not very much. Kingsbury with the 3, gets it to fall. The answer by Nate Kingsbury. And the big man have been able to shoot tonight for the Cats.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. If they make a shot, you got to respond with one of your own to stop that run if they're going to make one.
And right now, Bowman with the ball. He'll go inside. Sends it outside. Brust with the 3, doesn't get it to fall. And now Wood sends it to Kingsbury. Kingsbury will run the ball up the court. Sends it over to Conley, tipped away by Tucker Anderson. As Kingsbury almost turned the ball over, he told Coach Steppenbach, calm down, I got it. Got to trust a player like that. 3-year varsity player is Kingsbury. Now Lehman. He'll inbound to Conley. Conley, Tucker Anderson almost had it. Now Kingsbury sends it over to Lehman. Deep swing now inside to Finopoulos. Saves it over to Lehman. Lehman 3 up. 3 no good. Rebounded by Jeffcoat. Now Tucker Anderson will bring the ball up the court. He knocks down Lehman in the process, and Lehman with the rebound. Lehman actually stayed on his feet, but he pretty much knocked him off his spot. As now Wood will bring the ball up. Great defense played by the Wildcats on that possession, as Bowman couldn't get the shot to fall, or as Anderson couldn't get the shot to fall.
And those are normally shots you expect Anderson to make, but he just hasn't been able to get those to fall tonight for whatever reason.
Yeah, averages 23 points on the night, only has 23 points per game, only has 11 on the night. Now to Wood. Wood going to drive baseline, is frustrated by the defense right there. Very good defense by Brust. Deep 3 from Kingsbury, no good. Rebounded by Fonopoulos and tipped out to Wood. All the way to Conley. 5:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. Still a lot of time as the Wildcats have the 12-point lead. Lehman. Into Fonopoulos, back to Lehman. Conley. He's going to drive against Jeffcoat. Now 3 defenders collapse. Out to Wood. Wood fakes a 3 but walks. He thinks before he does. And that's going to be a traveling violation. Caleb Ferguson will come into the ball game replacing Lehman. Lehman with some great minutes off the bench for the Wildcats. 8 points in the night for Lehman.
Yeah, just got a little too sped up there. Tried the shot fake and had a good idea to drive, but just couldn't get the dribble down before he moved his foot.
I suspect we'll be seeing Lehman pretty shortly for the Cats.
Yeah.
As now that's going to be Cruisenberry. Haven't seen him in a little bit. Now to Anderson. He's guarded by Conley. Anderson couldn't get it to fall. This is proving right now, I think Conley's making a statement here tonight that he is one of the best defensive players in the league. Is now Bowman with the ball. He sends inside to Jeffcoat. Fonopoulos tips it away. And charge drawn by Jacob Fonopoulos on the play. Tucker Anderson now with 4 fouls in the ball game.
Yeah, that's a really big play by Fonopoulos. He tipped it away at first. They didn't come up with it, but then was able to draw the charge and draw 4th foul on Anderson.
And that's a timeout called here by the Wolverines. Coach Greg White, very frustrated with his team right now, is going to call a timeout and discuss it with them. And we're going to discuss some commercials. So we'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans. We'll bring you back here as we were taking a little bit of a breather. Wood with the ball. 4:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. 41-29, 12-point lead for the Cats. Now Ferguson with the ball. He's going to send it to Kingsbury. He's guarded by Price pretty heavily up top. Oh, the traveling violation. I thought it was very, very close. I don't think it was a travel in my opinion, but I also don't have a striped jersey on and have a whistle. So...
yeah, no, I don't know. That one was a little close. Looked like maybe he picked up his back foot just a little bit. But obviously our opinion doesn't matter because we're not the refs.
My opinion doesn't matter because I'm 17. As now that goes over, James with the ball. Mid-ranger up, mid-ranger no good. He tries to rebound his own shot, does a good job in the process because it goes off the Wildcats. And that'll stay on the baseline for the Wolverines on the other side as Bowman will inbound. And another timeout called by Coach Greg White. 32nd this time, so we're going to stay right here. What do you think the Wildcats have really done in this ball game that has led to this 12-point lead with 3:42 left to play in the fourth quarter?
I think it's pretty obviously the defense. Normally you expect Anderson, Bowman, and Price to light up the scoreboard almost every night, but they're held to under 30 points right now, and it's the fourth quarter, which you almost never see.
Almost never. This is one of the most explosive offensive teams in the league, who actually beat probably the second most explosive team, which is the Springdale Bulldogs, by I think 5 points around there. So this is a huge statement game. I talked to Coach Greg White right before the game, and he said he considers Har-Ber a top 3 team in the league. And so right now, that respect that he is given is being proven by the Wildcats because they're saying we can knock down a 1 team.
Yeah, I think the Wildcats have definitely earned some respect tonight, regardless of how this turns out.
Very much agreed. As Bowman will get the ball in, sends it all the way over to Cruisenberry. Now Bowman. Bowman's going to go back inside, put up the shot. Doesn't get it to fall, rims out. But that'll send Bowman to the line, shooting 2. As that free throw is up and no good right there by Bowman. As Bowman will get another one and sing. No, never mind. I thought he was going to sing it. It goes 0 for 2 at the line. 41-29 remains our score. 3:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. As now Caleb Ferguson will bring the ball up. He's heavily guarded up top. Gives it up to Wood. Wood looking for some down low action. They're going a little smaller on the court right now, so trying to take advantage of the Wildcats. Wood with the 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Now Fountainopolis with the rebound. Gets triple team. Now Ferguson to Conley. They get a reset shot clock, so they're going to waste as much time as possible off the clock. Price guarding the ball up top. Ferguson with the ball. Gives it up to Fountainopolis. Now to Kingsbury. Over to Wood. Now down low to Conley. Conley going to try to make a move. Puts up the shot. Gets it to fall. Jackson Conley has been here all night, folks. 12 points for him on the night. And another timeout called by the Bentonville West Wolverines. They are trying to slow down this ball game as much as possible right now with some quick timeouts. That is going to be, I think, a 30-second timeout, and we're going to actually take 30 seconds with them this time. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
When getting a mortgage, you need a team that is dependable. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. If you have questions regarding income, credit, or funds to close, call us today.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans. 43 and Wolverine fans as far as I'm concerned. 43-31 our score, a 12-point lead for the Wildcats with 2:32 left to play in the fourth quarter. What has been a fun ball game might turn into a non-fun ball game for the Wolverines right now, as Ferguson has the ball and is going to travel with the ball. It's come down to a lot of those plays where they get double teamed and they kind of stutter a little bit on that pivot, where the referees are leaning towards the walking right now.
Yeah, and that's what you can't do. You can't give away the ball in these crucial moments, and you really want to run the time off the clock if you're the Wildcats.
Very much so, as now Price has the ball, gives it up to Anderson. Anderson trying to will his team back into it, but gets tipped away on the play. The defense of the Wildcats is not allowing Anderson to get anything. He only has 11 of his 23 points per game average. Now Kingsbury resets it up to Ferguson, and as you said, they're going to waste as much time as they can. Probably going to get down to the 10-second mark on each shot clock now. See Ferguson doing it right there. They're probably going to look to score after the 10-second. Yep. Now he's going to get downhill. Out to Kingsbury. Now back to Ferguson. He's going to have to shoot soon. Kingsbury fakes a three. Now pulls up from three. Gets it to fall. Nate Kingsbury from three-point range. And here are the Wildcats. Welcome to Wildcat Arena.
Yeah, that's a huge shot. They work the shot clock all the way down. They come away with 3 points to make it a 15-point lead with a minute and a half left in the game.
And let me clarify to everybody that is watching here, if you haven't heard me say it about 4 dozen times, this team is undefeated in conference play, 17-1 overall, and have been the clear 1 seed. And right now, the Wildcats have them down 15 in the fourth quarter with a minute and 37 left to play. Now, I've seen some stuff, but I don't know about a 15-point comeback with a minute and 37 left to play. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to do. And if you're the Wildcats, obviously you're going to have to start making your free throws here pretty soon to ensure that it doesn't happen. And like you mentioned, they're the number 1 team in the conference. I've also seen multiple rankings that have listed them as the number 1 team in the entire state.
Yes, I've seen that a lot too, and ranked in the nation as well. I mean, they've been ranked in a lot of places, but the Wildcats have not, and that's what's really put a chip on their shoulder. They like playing that underdog role. Coach Deffenbach coaches his butt off when you put him in that underdog role, and he has done an amazing job tonight of playing it. As the Wildcats are down by the Wildcats are up by 15 with the Bentonville West Wolverines down by 15, and this is a fun one for the Cats. They've been known to have these kind of leads but lose them, but a minute and 37 left to play, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough if you're the Wolverines to come back from this one. They're going to have to get some buckets quickly.
They give it up. Now Tucker Anderson, that's the person that's going to do it for you. 3-point basket up, no good. Rebounded by Kingsbury. And foul on the play as the Wolverines are 3 fouls away from the bonus, so that's going to take them a little bit to get there.
And like we saw there, Anderson just hasn't been able to get anything to fall tonight. You'd normally expect him to be a lot better scorer, but he's only at 11 points tonight, which is nowhere near his average.
Yes, exactly. About less than half of his average, actually. Now Conley, they're looking to double team before fouling him, and then they do foul him as he escapes the double team. As Kingsbury gets into the student section and gets a little hype with him. That's going to be on Tucker Bowman, his second personal. So right now you also got to consider, I'm giving the ball to whoever Tucker Anderson's guarding because he has 4 fouls in the ball game. So he is 1 away from fouling out. As Bowman knocks down Ferguson in the process, gets his 3rd foul on the ball game. Bowman with 4 points. And That's already going to send them to the free throw line. So that's going to be Ferguson with a 1-on-1 opportunity at the free throw line for the Cats. This could be a deciding factor in creating a lot more separation as people are already leaving the gym. As Ferguson misses it off the back of the iron, and now Bowman going to go the other way. Gives it to Tucker Anderson. He's going to be the guy to do it. Gives it up. Now Price. The Wildcats playing some amazing defense. Bowman goes inside, gets the layup to fall, so they played good defense until they didn't. They get it inside to Kingsbury, who James is going to try to foul, but he doesn't. Now to Ferguson as they do foul him. Price will pick up that one. That's his second personal. Price has fouls to give. Pretty much everybody in this lineup other than Tucker Anderson has fouls to give.
Yeah, Anderson had to be careful these last, this whole quarter basically.
Yes.
But, you know, Ferguson missed the free throw last time. We'll see if he can make them this time.
And if not, if he does miss this, he becomes a main target for the Wolverines fouling-wise. As he sinks the first. There you go, sending a little bit of a statement that he can make those free throws. 47-33 our score. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter as Ferguson will go to the line shooting another one. As Ferguson misses it off the back of the iron. Now a 14-point ball game. Bowman gives it up. Price, 3 up, 3 no good. Air ball now to Wood. Now Conley. And the foul is called. That's going to be, I think, on Bowman, his 4th personal. So now you got a little bit of worries with Bowman. Yep, that'll send Conley to the line, shooting 1-on-1. You just saw our student section saying, warm the bus up for the Wolverines. This could be their first loss of the year in conference play, as Conley sinks the first. Conley going to get another opportunity here. And sinks the second. Ice in his veins for Jackson Conley. 49-33, and here's the white flag by Coach Greg White as he is subbing out all of his main players, and the Wildcats have upset the Bentonville West Wolverines here in Wildcat Arena.
Yeah, it's a massive win for the Wildcats. They're going to really cement their spot in the top of the conference.
And they are happy to do so right now. That is a statement made here for the Wildcats. Jake Fontenopoulos is going to be the one remaining player on the starting lineup on the court, I should say. As now the Wolverines will bring the ball up the court. Going to go against Connor Menifee. Out of the corner. 3 up, 3 no good. And inside, up, shot, good! Wow. That's a good shot right there. I think that's going to be number 23, Brennan Thrasher. I think that's him. It is. With a little circus shot. He'll shoot the free throw and doesn't get it to fall. Fontenopoulos with the rebound. And they're going to almost foul him. Bachman now has the ball. He's going to try to run away. Now to Menifee. No shot clock on, so the Wildcats have the ultimate task of wasting the time right now. Now to Bachman. The Wolverines don't want to let him. 18 seconds left to play. Now to Fontenopoulos. To Menifee. With the smile on his face, Menifee. Right now, the Wildcats getting up into it. 2 seconds. And that is the ball game. Jackson Conley runs immediately, and the students are storming the court. Very happy in this one as the Wildcats upset the undefeated conference 1 seed. And right now, they're supposed to be shaking hands, so this is a little unsportsmanlike of the Wildcats. Wolverines not going to really appreciate that. Then you've got to play these Wolverines one more time. So that could be a scary thing next time. But in short, the Wildcats upset the Wolverines here tonight in Wildcat Arena. 49-35 our final score, a 14-point win for the Wildcats against the undefeated 1 seed, as they now fall to 6-1 and are tied at the 1 seed with now Bentonville. And we'll see what happens with Bentonville, because I think they played tonight as well, so they could actually surpass for the 1 seed.
Yeah, it's a really, really big win.
Very big win. As that's going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Athletic Directors Wayne Stellick and Betsy Barker, I'm Connor Jenkins.
This is Drew Altum.
And that's going to do it. We'll see you next time.
Bang.
It wasn't pretty, but we got the dub. That's big W, you know what I'm saying? We're sitting on that.
Who in here trying to start a riot? Who in here trying to start a riot?
Who that flying in the air? That ain't no flying saucer. I'm shooting webs like worldwide. Manhattan all the way to Yonkers. When they say Brooklyn, stand up. You better just fix your posture. And every hero needs his theme song. So who in here trying to start a Who in here trying to start a Who in here trying to start
Every day is like a sticky situation when evil's looking for a chance. And I know we are the newest generation. We got the power in our hands. We're slinging through the trenches.
I'm coming through with my crew to make a play. I don't need no super suit, I'm feeling.
When they say Brooklyn, stand up. You better just fix your posture. And every hero needs his theme song. So
who in here trying to start it? Try to start it. Bang. Who in here try to start it?
This is the ball! Andrew with the half-court heave.